Last time on The Empire's Edge.
Nice.
For Soothland! For Uko!
Thwonk, thwonk. Now you're dead.
Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I'm just loving the shock and awe of, thunderclap, lightning bolt, cone of fire, explosion of fire, column of fire! The Loyalist forces, the Red Hawks, are moving up over the embankment. A roar goes up from them, and they're charging into what's left of those rear ranks. They were down at the lower end of it, and they're chopping into them pretty severely.
I'm casting 6 rays.
Ray Liotta, Ray Charles, Wade William Johnson.
Wow! 19 points of damage.
Wow!
He dies. There is one very injured Zarek left.
There was a time to surrender, and it was before the battle started.
The force has been completely annihilated in under a minute. Set camp, rest well. Tomorrow we move for Worland. With this next fight, it either determines if all of you, and I guess Boris was particularly, or if Roderick Cutler will remain in charge and in command of Worland Baron. So let's make it that evening, the evening of the battle. Wounds have been tended, people have been, made comfortable, nursed, whatever.
Yeah.
People are...
given space to rest, because apparently in 5th edition you only need 8 hours for massive rending wounds to close.
Yay!
Right.
Magical healing.
Love it. So...
There's something in the air.
Any...
Yeah, Ambien.
One of the last things you had said, Boris, was let's get ready for the next phase of this battle, the next portion of this.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk with any of the people about what's going to be happening, or set a plan, or at least give a timetable so they can be spread out among the various elements of this?
Yeah, I think I would
ad hoc
gather
force.
Kind of what nets out to my lieutenants and brief them on what's going on, what other forces are being rallied, what we can expect. That we're going to have kind of a stiff march to get there on time, but I think it's at this point 4 days?
4 days, yeah, with this day being used, yeah.
That we need to be at Worland and pressing it from the south.
And you tell all of them that they're going to be, and the point being that there's a force coming up from Karn Keldley?
Yeah, there's Arklanders circling around to be the anvil to our hammer.
Right. All right. So with that said, the next morning, or, unless you have anything else to do this evening, spells, whatnot, then the next morning, camp's pretty secure, pretty stable. And it did seem as though different scouts come back to you, Jacob,
yeah,
that there isn't any sign that there ever was any kind of a screening force, that they came out in a column as though they never expected to reach anything on this side of Shepton. Perhaps they wouldn't have had any kind of a screening force or a skirmishing force, just to have a buffer between themselves and any kind of an enemy force. So they really weren't arrayed in a battle way that would have made an awful lot of sense. So
they paid the price for their ignorance.
And they really did. They really, really did. So there wasn't any sign of somebody else there. So it was pretty much destroyed, like right down to the person.
Well, that's no other news other than that. Really, they're just coming through. How far out are they going when they're doing this, or is there any indication of maybe they split off, or there was a few deserters before they even got here? Is there any indication of that from their party?
No indication of any deserters, but it does look like these people split off. It might have just been for like the mundane of traveling in column. You have to maybe forage for some food, to get water, other physical necessities. But no, beyond that, they moved in a column and a knot. Most likely, all the people in this force never had even gone into the Brimroar. So they might have been employing a tactic that is that we just stay in a group like a turtle and just keep ourselves as defensive as possible.
And they paid their price for their ignorance.
Based on the bodies, can we tell if they sent out the really third string force to go do this, or do we think that there were some of their stronger leaders? I'm wondering if we can get any indication of what we're facing in Weldon based on what we see here.
Go ahead and roll that as an investigation.
Can I do that as a siegecraft to assess kind of their military leadership?
Yeah,
and
sure.
commanders?
Yeah.
I would like to also run an untrained
8.
siegecraft.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, you beat whatever I could do.
28.
Yeah. So you would gauge that very clearly. The people that were sent on this, it seemed to be a direct mixture of those who were fiercely loyal, judging by the quality of the weapons and the quality of the armor that they had. That it wouldn't have been just the anybody's in his force. They were well supplied. But it looks like those were in conjunction with, obviously, the people that they didn't trust completely. Like they were sending them out almost as fodder to throw them into a conflict to get rid of those people that were doubtful or questionable.
Yeah.
And you would have gained that, too, from just, talking with and interviewing the various veterans, the Red Hawk veterans.
Yeah, so the Red Hawks, what can they tell us about the force? Specifically, I want to know about the magic using force.
It seems so interesting, too, if he put out the ones that he didn't think that he could trust, only to have it really kind of pay off in our favor, because those are the ones that we needed. And we just kind of, we took that force back over.
To quote Napoleon, never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake.
Yeah, that's very good. Say it again. Were you asking about that, Zellen?
I think it'd be great to spend some time talking to the Red Hawks to get an idea of what we're facing, what kind of forces that there are back there, specifically magic users is what I want to know. And what do they know anything about the magic users?
There is one among them. His name's Jeremiah Brockworth. And Brockworth says that it was kind of held like kind of close to it. There were fewer occasions when he was even allowed into the castle. If you recall, there was a garrison building just outside, just a little bit down the river from where the main castle was, and where he had been stationed at the castle for most of his military career. That had been changed, so he was now moved down to this other kind of holding pen, and a lot of the guys that were the veterans were down there with him too. And he had said that these wreck would come among them, and even he'd point out some of the bodies of some of them that were there, and were wielding authority like they were generals in an army, that they were just, without anyone saying that they're in charge, they were suddenly in charge and calling things. And we would see them do things. They would use magics. They'd call on power. But apparently that was more of a tip of an iceberg, that it seems to be that there was others that have more power that are in the castle. But then the implication came that there were people of great power, but they wouldn't stay in the castle, that there was always a real to-do. Things were in a total state of upset because somebody or some group was coming, and then there was never an entourage that arrived. No one came through. We didn't, push back the people in the town to make sure they could come through the town. They were just there, and then they'd be gone. So the crisis or the pressure of having somebody come in to, I don't know, inspect, I don't know what, advise, that was just suddenly over again.
So
Definitely sounds like magical comings and goings.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at a loss because we're just going to move from one big battle into the next one. What kind of preparations can be done aside from getting more people, if at all possible?
Well, we've got the people.
If there's anybody loyal still there, I could do a sending to send him a message to see if we can trip anything up from the inside.
Yeah, the best person for that, I think, would be the Baroness.
Yeah, so we can definitely send a message to her, let her know we're coming,
Yeah.
because maybe she can trip some things from the inside.
Yeah.
And Brockworth says that's fairly reasonable. There could be other people among his current force as he's working to, I'm not sure, defend the town or strike out from the town. I really believe he believed that this force would be able to subdue all of Weldon, and that he would have Weldon for resource to further arm and supply. Once word gets back to him, and I don't even know what the mode of that would be. Perhaps some of these, and he points to the bodies of these wreck. He said perhaps some of these had a means of communicating information. If that was the case, then it's overdue, and you'd have to think that something else is gone. And if he had contingency plans, I wasn't part of that.
All right. Well, I'd say I'd send a message to Lady Genevieve.
If nothing else, to warn her.
Yeah, well, to let her know that we're coming. Yeah. So to prepare the people who will fight with us, and try to disrupt the people who are going to fight against us. But then that's a good point. If we should get going. We should get there,
And we need
to try to keep
definitely.
some element of surprise.
'Cause how many days have gone by since we were in Carnkeldley?
It was like 3, I think.
Has enough time elapsed for our support forces to have moved from there into Worland?
From what Miles Fleetwood had said, the Baron of Arkland, that he would have. That it was almost like the next day, maybe the day after. So they should be on the move right now.
Okay, so we might want to also did we get a point of contact from the militia, not militia, the military side from Miles Fleetwood's side that we want to that we would need to contact, because I know Larkin Silk would be a good place for the Steel Cloud, but who do we for Fleetwood's forces? Who do we
it'd be
contact?
Fleetwood.
Yeah, would he be showing up to the battle himself, or just better to get
Maybe
the
not
information?
leading from the front, but he'd definitely be at a command pavilion in proximity to it.
What a good Baron! What a great, like, shining, like just great thing that what's his name? Roderick should try to achieve.
Like his dad, Rodin.
Roderick should try and match with me, which is leading his forces from the front.
Yeah.
Save time for everyone.
Yeah, that would.
One
Right.
well-placed arrow, and suddenly the episode ends in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, right.
So- now, but no, I didn't even picture that. But no, so we definitely want to send out a warning to them once we're on our way too,
So,
to let them know things going down.
Do you have the? Do you want to see what the message is you're sending? In a more specific way to Zelen, both to Genevieve Cutler as well as to Miles Fleetwood.
No. I mean, what I would do is tell them to be prepared, that we're coming, that we're coming to subdue Roderick, prepare the forces of good, disrupt the forces of bad.
Okay, so then,
And hopefully with her response back, we can get any sort of a timeline or information that's happening there, because if we need to expedite our travel in any way, it'd be good to know rather than
Indeed.
showing up 4 days late.
Tricky with the army.
Yeah, I was
But
going to say, because we
could-
can't use our tree transportation stuff this time, can we? Because we got way too big of a force moving with us.
yeah, that would
Yeah, no.
probably be much too large,
Yeah.
right? So, Zelen, you received the message back that what was it 25 words or less? I think.
Yes.
It was, yeah. That Genevieve Cutler says, "My son has gained news that his forces failed. He's now fortifying the town. The southern approach across the ford, the weak approach, is strongly fortified. He's giving less attention to the north."
So obviously I'll relay that to Boris.
Yeah. That complicates things, because it's definitely easier for the Arklander forces to get around to the north while we're more lined up for the south.
I mean, if we just attack them from both sides, if their forces are split, can't we come in from behind them while Arkland is
Yeah.
distracting their line?
Yes. That will
Especially if
will
Larkin
split
Silk people are
forces
already in the city.
that will split forces somewhat. But if they're already in a secure defensible position, they can hold much longer than they could otherwise.
Remember, the headwaters of the Telfava River are right there, right where the town of Worland is. And so as it's been growing, it's been spreading more or less along the river, east to west. The south part of the river the south part of the town is where the river is. And the ford is not deep by any means. The rock that Boris walked out onto, you guys walked out onto with the whole knighting ceremony. So it's easy to cross at numerous spots right there. It's not just like a single ford. And so that would be the most likely place for a force to cross. And you would think you have the river to defend yourselves, but it's not much of a defensible position. And then the hills to the north would be a little easier to defend. So it seems like he's trying to tighten things up to make it so it could keep people out of the town.
Now, the one thing going through my head now is, like, is there any way that with a few well-placed rock slides or thunder waves, could you alter the river in such a way that you just completely flood Worland?
Well, but that'd be take out a lot of civilians too.
And I want to keep
No.
a baronial capital.
I say
Yeah.
you got
It's a wild thought, though.
As I say, we definitely have people who can get out civilians. We have like feet on the ground. We have people in Worland that can start evacuating, and if nothing else, it'll disrupt them enough to where, I mean, if water runs through the capital, I mean, things can get fixed later. But if it disrupts them enough, then we could use that as our window to go in and lay our siege at that moment. What's a
Definitely
little water
a possibility.
Well, no, we couldn't fight through a flood.
Well, to make it logistically clear too, the Telfava, the bank right to it, that'd be raising up an awful lot. I'm not sure how much you would have to do to move it to flood that. It's not in the floodplain, the town itself. So for it to get up, that'd be a lot of water to flood that whole area. So I'm not sure that you're just picturing it that really be viable.
We go up to the never before mentioned dam upstream. But if it sounds to me like it would be absolutely unattainable. It seemed like fun. I don't know. It seems like, episode 101, let's do some shenanigans. But I guess if it won't work, we can.
And God flooded the world.
Exactly.
Let's keep our shenanigans to the giant monkey.
The DM on our side says, and rocks fall, and the river changes and floods. No. Okay.
Yeah, that all sounds really nice. That probably wouldn't work that way, but nice idea.
Thanks.
Zelen, when you send the message out to the Baron of Arkland, to Miles Fleetwood, his response is almost just as immediate as Genevieve Cutler's was. And the first thing he says is, noted, we're on the move. We should be there in 4, maybe 3 days. We're moving as fast as we can, intending to attack from the west or northwest.
I share all that with Boris. If he has a response, I'll share it back to.
Yeah. I'd probably have something to say, but
Yeah, right.
nothing that really warrants.
Because you'd have to cast it again if you were going to.
He still had some words left, and he says, for the benefit of whomever, he says that Lord General Wallace Burton is in tactical command.
Does that name anything to us?
Go ahead and do a siegecraft for the history of all that.
Okie dokie.
Boris?
Can we roll just like
yeah, sure, you certainly could.
18.
That'd be a yes, definitely for you.
Yeah, no.
Okay. And that he is definitely a Theocent, lord and general who was apparently wounded during one of the major battles in the Civil War up in the Confederation, and apparently he'd been convalescing here, and either is well enough or he's taking command because he's the leadest commanding person and way more experienced than a Miles Fleetwood would ever have at something like that.
Okay. Well, the complicated bit still is that we don't know him, so we can't do sending to him.
We never met him.
That's all true. All right, so then next morning, you guys are, I guess, as quick as you can get your forces together, packing it up, organizing it. That would take some time, some hours, just to know who's traveling with whom, what the general forces are. And there's still people from Weldon that are showing up now that I'm not sure if you want to send any messages back to the people that are going in different directions, but or if you want those bugbear paladins to come further forward. But as you're getting yourself into late morning, you get the whole force on the move.
Okay, that's the critical thing. I've got as much army as I can. We need to get these people on the move.
Yep.
Worland or bust.
Agreed.
Yeah, and I would make sure as we're traveling that I'd have an advanced scout line, the proper picketing and controls and all those things that the force Roderick sent had neglected to their severe detriment.
All right, yeah, that makes sense.
I think, I'll get like a few of the archers that know the area really well will be part of that line to like scout upwards ahead of us.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so with that force on the move like that, and you're making, it seems reasonable time, Jacob, why don't you go ahead and do a one of your like tracking, because that's nature sense, and let me know what that number is. Survival, yes, sir.
Big number, 28.
You think that at the rate you're going, it will be about 4 days before you get there. If you guys consistently move at this rate.
Okay, so sharing that information, it tracks with about what we were expecting.
Right.
And I don't think there's any feasible way of getting rid of that, and unless there's any reason for us to hurry. Any news from anyone else, then
right.
Yeah, no, I think
we don't have enough lizards for everybody
time
to get on lizards. I think we just got to go.
Oh, I've even forgot about the lizards. That'd have been a great way to ride into this battle.
And as you go along at different points, Brockworth comes forward just to pass information along. And you can tell, Jacob, just where they did. They camped in this place, they camped in this area, but they didn't have anybody that they left as any kind of a rear guard or as a backup force. And unless you guys have anything else that's going on, in about 2 days, you're in Hiller. The road makes it very easy to get to that point. And they seem surprised by it all, that this whole force is here. Because if anything, it seems like it's a much more substantial force that went out just the other day. But
just a quick cursory glance for any Spencer Krebs tracks as we walk through here. Seeing none, continuing on.
Yeah, right.
I'm still I'm still carrying that thing he was using to track us.
Yeah.
And then when you leave there, again, the road just follows right along the river where you guys are initially, floating down the river at some point. And
I thought we were going up. Wait, we were going south or north at that point?
You way back then, you're going south at that point. But yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome,
David. Yeah, that I had the whole map upside down for a few episodes. So it's going to be by the third day, you're just within, like I said, like a day of, and even at this point, you're not hitting any kind of a scouting force. And then on the morning of the first day, Jacob, one of your scouts, comes back to you, a lone scout, not like a Boris's skirmishing force or a picket line, comes back and he said that there are scouts that look like they're coming from Worland, and I think they've noted our approach.
Okay.
They're probably reporting back that, at this rate, we should be there toward the end of the day.
Well,
Sharing that information immediately. Hey, make sure you mark a long rest in case you never did that.
Yeah, I did. Thank
okay.
you.
makes sense that they've seen us, considering
We're not exactly hiding.
the dust kicked up by
Oh my gosh, yeah.
500-600 people as they're marching through open country. Yeah.
Pretty substantial, right. And
Hard
we
to
were
stealth
walking
an army.
stealthily.
so then toward the end of the day, the scouts that know the area pick out some areas, farmland that's on the south side of the river. There'll be a good spot to bivouac. It doesn't look as though Roderick's forces are in any way moving forward to challenge you. They all seem to be staying on the north side of the river in preparation for whatever it is you're going to do to cross.
Yeah, he's an idiot, but he's not grossly incompetent.
So it sounds like now's the time where we have that, like, again, all the movies where all the tents set up. You bring in all the generals that are like leading their particular small kind of outfits, and we actually will talk strategy at this point and just say, all right, so here's where we are, here's where we're going to be coming in, here's where the forces are.
Well, I think the main strategy is we let the military commanders here, because we definitely have some military commanders here, handle, the siege and then street-to-street fighting as Arkland's doing the same to the north, and we blip into the keep.
Oh, I forgot about that one. There is a tree that we can just go
Because-
right into.
Yeah, that does kind of skip to the end a bit.
Yeah. What? Yeah, I didn't even consider that, and that makes a lot of sense. Is it just going to be the three of us, or is there anyone else that we could possibly think of that we'd want to put any more people in there? That
I can't think of...
if Radabal was with us, she would definitely be there.
Well, if Radabal was with us, she'd draw back on that mighty bow and just put a hole through the entire city. Just letting you know that Radabal is apparently one of the Valar in your setting.
Did you just read the Silmarillion?
Yeah, I mean, we can take more than just
Maybe.
the three of us.
We definitely can.
Just who would we take?
Yeah,
though?
I'm short pressed for any additions that would make us more effective.
Yeah, unless there's just, because we have the ability to, if there are Steel Cloud members that happen to be out this way that we picked up along the way, or just any archers that would be,
Or some of the bugbear paladins, because they would scare the poop out of the people inside that thing.
So just for the logistics of it, we do know that there are Steel Cloud, but they're in the force coming up from Arkland right now.
Okay.
Or just
in
in
the
advance
city.
of that.
Yeah.
Right. And that the Bugbear Paladins are still, they would be like days and days behind.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're back at Blarick Manor.
Yeah, they're guarding all those that were evacuated out of
Do we want to
Shepton,
take a
et
small
cetera.
outfit with us, maybe of the I forgot the name, Red Hawks? Is that what they were called? To go and secure the Baroness to make sure she's safe during all this. Just to
That actually does make a lot of sense. Yeah.
all right.
I agree with that one.
And I meant to say this before the whole discussion began, that sometime before this powwow started, there is one of your own picket forces comes forward, Boris, and being led in by horse is an entourage, and you're pretty sure that along with Miles Fleetwood that it's Lord Burton, and that they would have been there for that too. And
Yeah. Okay.
They forded the river some ways, further down the river, and then crossed with a group of about 50 of their own knights. And they would have been part of all this thing too. So, and it would be Fleetwood and Burton in particular saying, well, then we'll circle around and make a direct attack on the north line. It seems like they're expecting you to cross at the south. Will all of your force then be moving in from the south at the main ford, or will we be hitting it maybe in 3 different places and spreading it out, trying to hit them along that wall while we try to hit them in a singular spot from the north?
Yeah. Mentally mapping city. I know there's a north gate and a south gate. Was there like an east gate that was kind of nominally Hiller way? Because that'd be the point to hit if we need a third point.
There is, and one of Brockworth's one of his men comes forward, and he said, actually, that would be a weaker spot that you wouldn't think to go in that area. That's the whole new portion of the town. So there's a lot of things that are under construction there, and they haven't quite closed it up. It looks more substantial from the outside than it actually is. So looping completely to the east could be
So then I think
advantageous.
a diversionary force from the south, while the main force from Weldon and elsewhere hits from the east, is the best approach to that.
And again, Burton says, and what are the three of you doing?
We're cutting the head off the snake.
And he doesn't seem to need much more explanation than that. He said, well, then this seems like this is a workable plan. Signals. We should know if there's a need for a signal for retreating and regrouping. We'll send by flags and runner both, so messages come through.
Good.
Agreed.
Let's time. What time is it now?
It'd be evening, like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, let's time the diversionary attack to start just before dawn, so that way when the main force is hitting, the sun's in the defender's eyes.
Done. And then with the last of the preparations made, that force and entourage lead and go back around, the way that they had crossed from before.
Right. Yeah.
All right, so then this night passes. Do you guys just, I guess any spells you'd cast up to this point you would have back, for the next morning.
Like the one thing going through my head right now, as far as if we need any more people to help us with this, was just asking what are the odds
that we could hire an Exorazio wizard.
I was gonna say, what are the odds that the circus is in town?
It'd be very, very, very low. Let me roll a percentage.
6%.
I just rolled 6.
You just rolled
but that wasn't low enough. I would say a 1% chance that would happen. So, but so apparently
that false sense of hope. There's like they left 110. And I got like really excited for a second.
Rolling that 6%, that they're probably like 6 days away.
Oh no!
They just left.
That's even better. I like it. They were just here. With all of their,
we'll see if Indanur left you a flirty dead drop.
We should have sent a message to Indanur. Yeah. Didn't think about that one.
Yeah, but you would have.
I wouldn't have sent the message, so I couldn't have screwed it up.
All right, so then it is in the wee hours, unless you do anything else, wee hours of the next morning. It is, an hour and a half pre-dawn.
All right, yeah. So then that diversionary force would be moving right about now. What do we think the odds are of encountering undeadish things?
It's possible. It does seem as though for them to be utilizing Zrek, they have what's like a Zrek priest, kind of a Zrek version of an abbot.
Yeah.
But there's not been anyone yet just kind of stitched together that fits that mode of what you've seen in some places.
But if I was
Forever,
evil
Black
and
Veil.
desperate.
Yeah, that you might throw something else into the mix.
While we're cutting off the head of the snake, I don't think that fight will last particularly long. Longer than 10 minutes, I doubt. So I think I will go ahead and spend the first level slot to make use of a protection from evil and good, just to be girded against supernatural force. And then with that, I'm ready to rock. If, Zelen, you want to bring us into the keep, and we can hit them from within and without.
Yeah, I was just checking my potion list to see if I had something to protect me against.
And as soon as you mentioned undead, I'm like, oh yeah, it's one of my favorite enemies. What do I get against them? And I forgot that 5e favorite enemy is just, I know where to find them.
That's a dead guy.
Yeah, and
I can tell it's a dead guy because of the way it is.
Yeah. And I can follow him real good.
Yeah, me too.
Really, by the little, like the slug trail he leaves behind as he's dragging one foot, right?
Yep.
No.
But I get a bonus.
All right. We ready?
Yes. I don't see any reason
casting
to
a spell.
delay.
All right, so with all these things happening, you probably waited until the very moment when you can hear that force, that eastern force hitting that gate. Tumult goes up. There's trumpets going.
Shouting from the Worlanders trying to remaneuver.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Stuff being moving. And if you wait long enough, well, actually, so you're casting spell, and the three of you are into a tree.
Yep.
Yes.
Along with some of the Red Hawks to go.
Yeah, a small outfit of them.
Let's say half
Exactly.
dozen.
Yeah.
And
escort the
and-
Baroness.
right, and then when you guys out, you're in the courtyard in the castle right there, and rolling it.
Oh wow! Immediately, they were ready for us. Wait a second.
Yeah, this is how we left last time, man.
I didn't know they knew that.
Why do I always roll low in it?
Because you have that sort of energy when you throw the die. Wait, did you roll an 8?
Yes.
That's like average.
Yeah, but
I
it's
got
not
an 8 for my Annette.
600.
All right, so
Uh,
where are you, Jacob?
8. Yeah.
Oh, you did worse than
Yeah,
me.
you rolled an 8. I got an 8.
Okay. And Selin, what's your total?
11.
Okay.
hey, I rolled
You
a
rolled an
lower
11.
one.
That's weird.
This is
13.
really strange.
13.
I was gonna say it would have been great if you rolled an 11, but you actually got a 3 for your Annette. Then we would have just been perfect. Just
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I my dex isn't great.
it's not -10. Or
Yeah.
what would that be? -8?
Yeah, no, it's not that bad because that's less than a 1.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so as the 9 of you come out of the street and you're still moving, there was apparently probably not coincidentally, but there are a number of very heavily armed people that are right here in this courtyard. And you get them, is the moment you're coming out, they're seeing you. I knitted at 19.
Whoa.
So they're going first, and
That one round of surprise goes by, and then crap, we're back at 19.
and they are attacking you. So there's they were just positioned around, not around the tree so specifically, but you're just when you guys came running out, you're like running like right into them where they
We
were
are
in
in
that
the
courtyard.
main courtyard of the main citadel
Right,
of
yeah.
a besieged
Kind
city.
of makes sense. There's people that are right here. All right, so first target.
And these are actually armed people. We're not just about to mash some peasants.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Did they put on their armor this morning? Because I think they might have forgotten.
Yeah, right?
They
Is
didn't
there-
want to get a level of exhaustion.
They're definitely in their armor and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
while we're talking about in our armor, I'm in my Enuriac armor.
looking is just unusual and creepy. as
Freaky
absolutely
beastie with best armor class, yes.
possible. Yeah. All right. So they are yelling to each other like, strength, confidence, do this attack. And it's all in common. And
Soothland!
and they said, that's what we thought. Back at you, dude. First one's attacking Zelin.
Yeah, that's why
I'd
rebellions
say.
never
And these
work.
guys are armed with great swords.
I think it's just all right.
And what's your armor class, Zelin?
Roll first.
16.
First one hits with an 18, and he does damage to the realm of
To the realm of Zelin.
to 9 points of damage, and his second attack on you
to the realm of Worland. If my plan goes there.
misses with an 11. Second one attacking you.
Me?
Yeah,
They just don't like
How many
you.
hostiles are there?
What did I do to them?
there is a dozen.
This was their
that
favorite
are, like,
tree.
right in here that are clear to see. It's their favorite.
dozen?
It's the only tree that's easy to pee on just outside the castle.
So we tackled some dude to the ground
it's
running
a-
through the tree.
It's a real popular tree. But the next one on Zelin.
I thought we were in the.
Yeah, no, they're definitely getting fired after this.
All right. And the second one, both of his attack misses. Jacob, first one attacking you. Armor
It's like,
class.
my turn already? 20.
Oh yeah, multi-attack defense is just when you get hit.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay, second one attacking you. Man, I need a different die. It started off strong. Oh, there we go. And second attack hits you, Jacob, for 7 points of damage.
Sure.
Boris, what are you, like 21 or something?
Correct.
Yeah. Somehow
is
I-
it by chance a fiend or an undead or any other battery of
No, these guys
greeblies
seem,
or ghoulies?
they seem to be each one, like you're just like catching glimpses of it, little badges on them, heraldic devices. That these are definitely people from the Confederation.
So they're dirty
Ooh.
traitors.
Natural 20, critting on this one.
How conductive is his armor?
It's definitely metal. Let's see.
Do you deal extra damage at the wearing metal? Ah. I know there are certain spells that have that specific caveat in it.
Yeah, I think that was a different edition.
Oh, really?
You take 19 points of damage from that crit,
Sheesh.
Wow.
and the second one misses. The second attack misses. Second guy, new 10.
Are you saving those
15.
reactions?
No. I need the guy that hit me to make a dex save.
Okay, Will, coming up. Let me do the second attack on you hit, but it's not a crit. He rolled a natural 19,
Do you have Colossus? Not Colossus. Multi-attack defense as well?
I wish I did.
and he does 10 points of damage to you. That's with the second. That's the second guy with his second attack.
Guy.
The first guy, deck save coming up, and he rolls a 19 natural. He has no modifiers.
Unpaladinly words. I
felt them.
I need a D10 from you.
Oh yeah. I will gladly hand you a D10.
So he's taking. Nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
I would help, but I can't read those numbers. Is that an 8 or a 9?
This is an 8. That's a 9.
So it's 24.
Okay. Yeah. So he takes 12 points of electricity damage.
Got it. Yeah, and definitely startling.
Did you do that both times? Oh no, you can only one reaction.
I've only
That's
had one
right.
reaction.
Yeah.
Just that one. And then a red hawk is being attacked. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And then 1-on-1 for the red hawk. Ooh, hits the red hawk.
And the Red Hawks have it.
And let's do all
Drilling
these
down
attacks.
the outside.
So it's a miss. That's a hit. That's a miss. That's a hit.
You should make a pattern. Miss hit, miss
Yeah,
hit,
right.
miss hit. That's the pattern.
That's the pattern, all right. Okay, so. All right, so that's their round. Who was first up? Boris.
All
Okay.
right.
Make him regret it, my lord.
Return the compliment. The one I didn't electrocute first.
Okay,
First attack's a 24 versus armor class.
hits.
Second attack, so close. That is a 31 versus armor class.
Yeah. What was it so close to that it
Natural
was a
20.
Oh, I see. Even 19. Yeah, so both hit.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go through first level slots first,
Okay.
rather than
Yeah,
using
saving the
big
other way,
guns.
right?
So you don't need another D8?
Oh no, I still need both of your D8s.
Oh, how silly of me.
Yeah. A second level slot is 3d8.
Oh, that's when you borrow his.
2d8.
That
yeah.
makes sense. Okay.
Okay, ready for you.
$19 points of damage for the first attack,
Crushing.
and 20 for the second.
Oh.
I've got a question. You
Okay.
always joke about it whenever we talk about, like, technically the damage is written right next to my bow, and I should be able to do the same damage with my bow whether or not, like, I shoot an arrow with it, or I throw it, or I smack someone with it. Could I just start using my bow as a melee weapon and deal its damage?
They do it in movies all the time, which I don't think any archer would ever do because
There's
you're gonna
nothing in the rules
damage
that
it.
said you can't.
Start separating the plies and the bow. That sounds like a horrible thing to do.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
but it's a magic super duper.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is a
well,
magic.
He
Yeah.
took shocking damage. He's still ambulatory.
No, the other guy was shocked. This guy.
Oh, yeah. Well,
This guy's been
the one guy was
severely-
electrocuted. This guy is like shocked right through his intellect that he's been hit so hard.
He's irradiated.
Radiant.
So, but that was Boris at 13. Zelen at 11.
So I'm going to cast, calling my fire spirit. I'm going to
Okay.
cast right behind them because it gives Boris advantage because
Flanking?
they're
Yeah.
because they're flanking.
And because it appears so close, they take damage.
No, just so we know,
Exactly.
it's kind of a mixed melee. You guys come out of this tree in different directions, so you're not like in a line or something. I'm picturing you're all like surrounding the tree, facing outward in different to different cardinal points.
Yeah, but if we would all be the inner circle and they would be the outer circle.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm casting beyond the outer circle, so they're flanked.
Just on the other side of Boris.
But-
So I guess
Other side of
only
Boris.
getting those two guys that Boris is engaged with.
Oh no, I could get the two guys that I'm engaged with. Why not get those two? Oh, because then you don't get the advantage of
Yeah,
flanking.
I can maneuver Usud. I just forgot to
Okay.
on this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
And then I'm going to do the bonus action of Dragon's Breath.
Ooh, you should
okay. So
you should maneuver Usud now for me. Just
okay.
so I
So
can
then
get
doing the
advantage.
ones that are like more opposite you than opposite Boris at this point.
Correct.
All right. Got it.
Actually, yeah. Hang on a second. I'm looking up a familiar thing.
Yeah. Sure.
Each creature takes,
damage.
2d6,
2d6, and their
Or
save
just
is
dexterity.
dexterity.
Was it in
Okay.
like 5 feet or was it within 10 feet? What was the
10 feet.
10 feet? Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so technically Usud has his own init and acts independently of me following my instructions. We've literally never rolled that and just kept him
Live
on
and go
my
with you.
end.
Yeah, sure.
But he technically does have his own. I can't say
List of
batch of
actions?
actions
Yeah.
the same way because he can't take actions per se. But yeah, no, he can definitely maneuver behind
A foe.
one of the foes as Jacob's doing Jacob things.
Nice.
Okay. We'll say that's done. And I'm rolling my saving throws. It was what yours is like it's
8.
it's a 16, isn't it? Is my
17.
17. Yep.
That's a fail, and that's a make on that. So what's the damages for your 2?
Is it plus anything, or is it just 2d6?
Oh, it is plus something. It's plus an 8-sider. Good reminder. Because it's a flame thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because of
Oh,
your...
no. Wait a
Didn't
minute.
you have to
no,
cast
not
a
the
certain
first
something for
time.
that?
Not the first time. Now
that it's
she's
here.
Now
Okay.
she'll blow
So 8
fire.
and 4.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
But now they're...
Now
getting-
now everything is plus an 8-sider.
Now they're going to get cauterized.
Have
Okay.
you guys ever thought about how horrific it is to fight us?
Yes.
Like,
Yes, I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, right?
well, it's not like it's cold damage where you're just kind of like losing feeling, and then if under your armor there's like frostbite, we're cooking people.
I have never
like in
looked...
3 different methods.
And you're the good guys.
I've never looked at a tree the same way before because I'm terrified that 3 people are going to come barreling out of it and just wreck my shit.
Was that it for you, Zalin?
Yes.
Okay.
no.
Was you cast her spell?
You bonus action to Dragon's Breath it. It can take its action.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah,
has its
right.
own action.
Oh,
yeah, you did that
that's
last.
right. That's right. I forgot that. Yeah.
And that's
So
is
now-
that a 15-foot cone? Remember that
Yes.
correctly? Okay. Go for it.
So start catching the local infrastructure while you're at it.
Right. Yeah.
I thought you wanted a baronial keep.
I want the capital. I don't care about the keep.
Ah.
8 points of damage.
And was there a save involving that one? Also a dex?
I think so.
I think they're usually, if it's fire, it's going to be like
Yeah.
a reflex.
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Yeah, these guys have no dex modifier. I just rolled a 16.
Oh, wait a minute. There was an additional D6. I rolled
Okay,
it wrong.
keep rolling.
Oh, it was only a 1.
That's 1 point more.
So was it 9?
9.
All right, so they have taken...
Well, don't put it away.
I don't like that one. It
9.
rolled a 1.
This one has forever. It has forsaken me.
Banished. Just file off all the numbers.
Yeah, no, I do not interfere with the superstition of dice jail. I get it completely.
I've had
the
this
penalty box.
This is the first set of dice I ever bought. I bought it back for the first time you ever introduced me to D&D.
Oh, wow, your green
3.5.
set?
Yeah,
Your
this is-
magical emeralds?
I went on Amazon. I bought these. It's just like a Chess X transparent
Yeah.
green die
Very
set.
basic, yeah.
And I have not lost these. This is my
The
one
original
set of
set.
dice that I ever purchased, and I stole
That's
these
great.
4 from you guys. So,
Yeah, that sounds
What
right.
out of the big dice box?
out of the big dice box, yeah. Just
That's
because they were
good.
green and they kind of matched, and they were just different enough that I could tell them all apart. But no, I never
there's
forsake these dice.
2 pounds of dice in that.
Yeah, right. That's
no,
a
yeah,
lot
in
of
that
dice.
box. Yeah.
All right, so
take
that damage has been done, and
to
Jacob,
multiple things, I presume.
yeah.
yeah,
Just
to
making sure it's getting noted.
Yeah. So what I want to do is, since I have, you said you put Usu
Usu,
around, yeah.
yeah.
So with the flanking from that and firing into melee would be disadvantage. It's just going to equal each other out. That's why I'm just doing normal. I will pull one of my extra sharp dragon scale ones for Keen, just because I'm feeling a 19 or 20. I don't know why. I'm hoping it'll be here. Let's see. Okay. It's still a 26
and
though.
Before you try and pull some kind of shenanigans and attack my familiar, I haven't done anything that would make him not invisible. He's just like perching on people. and
here's the
going,
thing.
What the hell?
I'm wondering if he has to be visible for me to get the flanking though. For me to, I have no idea how the.
Yeah, if something the size of a good sized cat, like a Mancoon cat, jumped on your back out of nowhere.
Oh, he's on the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
no, I'm doing nothing shenanigansy. I'm just getting. I'm
I
rolling
was
the red hawk,
preempting shenanigans.
rolling the red hawk attacks just to save time, so I can just so we can make it go a little faster.
All right. Is this guy for whatever reason below his hit point maximum?
No.
All right.
He's below his emotional hit point maximum.
I know. He's just being absolutely devastated. I didn't do the thing. All right. You just said no, and I rolled 2 dice anyway, just because I wanted to.
I will.
Yeah, 11 points of damage for the first one, and now casting Hunter's Mark, doing Colossus Slayer, rolling to hit again. Another keen
Did you
arrow.
add your sneak attack?
I advantage. I wonder because I didn't roll with advantage because it
He
was
has an
canceled.
enemy within
within
5
feet. Victor, stop being so much smarter than me. Can I get another? 7 more points of damage on top of that.
Okay.
You got me on the crit front last time, so I think we're even.
All right, so I can't do sneak attack again, but I can do all the rest of these. All right, rolling to hit. Another keen arrow coming in.
Same foe?
Same guy. Yep, 23 to hit that time.
Yeah, got it.
All right, cool. And that damage is 17 plus 25 points of damage.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, he is in horrible state.
He's really good at this.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah, that guy is looking really, really bad. So I was rolling Red Hawks. One missed on both of his attacks. The other Red Hawk hit with both of his and did really, really good damage to one of these defending knights. And we roll the others real quick, and I only got to the two of them. I'm fighting your guys against my guys, but I still get excited when my guys that are your guys hit. It's like, no matter what happens.
I'm just gonna nod along like I knew what that meant.
I'm remembering a joke that it was probably in like episode like 30 or something like that, a long time ago. How we're just sitting around the table watching Matt play with himself.
Wow. Okay, so they're done, they've done fairly significant damage to the knights that they are opposite. So we're back to the top round with those guys. The couple on Zelland first. Yes, he rolls into the 20s. And rolls an actual 21. So 21 and then another one above that. Both hitting.
Do you have any damagey reaction things that are done? Or your reactions are... No.
Oh,
okay.
wait. Are these magical swords?
No.
Okay, yeah, then I'm back up 6 points because of the feat.
Shenanigans.
No, they're great swords.
Yeah, all right.
Well, they're decent swords. They'd be great if they're magical.
Yeah, right. That's just true.
You take a total of 15 points of damage from the one attacking.
I almost didn't hear the teen on the end of that. I thought he said 50. I was really worried.
I roll a 16 natural again. That's a hit.
Yeah, these guys get a massive upgrade every time we smack talk, and oh boy, we smack talk.
12 more points of damage.
Imagine that big B or BBEG. Just like it gets powerful the more you guys
Jacob?
just crap talk it.
Ooh, I roll a 19 against your armor class. That's a hit.
Fail.
That
I'm a
plus-
20.
And well, that was a 19 natural. They're
No.
plus 5.
Yeah,
24.
sure.
and his second roll was a
We
15 and plus 5,
believe you.
20. Both hits hit you.
Actually, the second
one missed
doesn't.
because he hit on the first one. I get a +4 to my armor class.
Oh, wow. Okay. So the first one hit, but I'm about to roll maximum.
I see your shenanigans and I raise you more.
You have good shenanigans.
I know this is rich coming from me, but your powers are bullshit.
You take 9 points of damage from the one hit that hit you.
All right.
Against Boris. First attack is it's a 9 natural. It's a miss. And second one is also a miss. Then on the Red Hawks. That's a hit. That's a miss. That's a miss.
Did I kill one of the two guys that were on me?
No,
he
they're just
wishes he was
they're both in pretty bad shape.
Okay, because I got attacked twice.
Yeah. All right. So, Red Hawk damage on Red Hawks.
How many guys are we fighting?
A dozen?
A dozen.
Okay.
2 for each of us, and then because they distributed poorly and a little less than even numbers in the Red Hawks.
Oh, because so there's 6 fighting those 4. Or
6
3.
fighting these 3.
How many?
There's
How many Red
6
Hawks did we
Red
bring
Hawks. There's 6 fighting you guys together, and then
they each
one
get their own. Okay.
I was saying 6 fighting us 3.
Okay, so we each get 2. They each get 1. It seems like they've distributed rather well.
Actually, yeah, I don't really think about it.
Okay, so some Red Hawks took damage. Almost every Red Hawk has been wounded at this point, but they're still very, very combative.
Good.
All right, and then Boris.
Okay. Usud is going to hop back to one of the ones I'm fighting.
Okay.
As a bonus action, as a bonus action, I let Usud use his No, it's an action to cast invisibility again, and I don't want to actually put him as a target, so never mind all that crap.
He just stays invisible.
Yeah.
Got it.
And attacking that guy. And... I rolled a 7 both times. How's a 19 versus armor class?
Perfect. Yeah, that hits. That hits
Nice.
with 1 to spare.
That's a little better.
What the hell?
Did you roll 7, 17, 17?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm freaky.
Yeah.
29 versus armor class.
Lucky numbers,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
that
right.
Definitely
I
hits.
need to look up like 17 angel numbers or something.
Really?
Okay. First smite. That's better. 25 points of damage.
He's killed.
Okay, so then I hit the other guy.
Okay.
And since I rolled the same numbers both times, it doesn't matter whether or not I have advantage for this one.
Nice.
What is it with me in sevens?
I don't know.
Okay.
Lucky.
29 points of damage on that one.
Yeah,
Then-
he's still alive. That's the guy that got
Usud-
shocked.
Yes. And Usud's going to hop back to Jacob's foe.
Nice. This is
Because
great.
there's no way there are more than 80 feet between the two of them.
Correct.
Oh, this is. We should have been doing this all along.
yeah,
All
right?
So, but I believe in the order that Zelen is up next.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Are these guys within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
So I'm going to cast Fire Shield
Okay.
on myself because then every time they hit me, they take 3d8 fire damage. No save.
Wow. No save.
No save.
Nice.
That's really cool.
And then
Zelen just gets scarier and scarier.
Especially because that's not a concentration spell. I just double checked. That's
Oh wow.
that's so good.
And what's the duration?
10 minutes.
Oh man.
Um,
I'll be burning stuff for a while.
and then
That's
my fire
insane.
spirit is going to blow fire at them.
Okay. Roll it. I'm rolling my deck saves.
I've got a quick question about that. Because where did you put the fire spirit?
Behind them.
Yeah. And if it's a cone, it's definitely going to get all of us.
No.
I say if it's behind them and it's shooting a cone.
Yeah, it's not
It's-
pointing
okay.
the cone straight at us.
Yeah.
It's pointing the cone
Okay.
to catch
Right.
them in the
Just
side
making
of it.
sure that got vocalized.
And
Because
if she catches me, it doesn't matter because I'm immune to it.
you're
as
immune
long
to
as-
fire now?
When she's around and with my fire shield out.
Wow.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't piss off Zelen.
Yeah, that's the truth.
6 and 6 is 12 plus 7 is 9. Yeah.
19,
Thank you. 19 plus 3 is 21.
22.
22.
Sorry, 22.
22. Great damage. They both failed their saving throws.
25.
Yeah, right.
25.
While we're after, you're just offering numbers. They are both in really bad shape, but they're both still combative.
That's an amazing round. That was a very good round.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah,
cool.
they've done a lot of damage to me.
Now-
I'm in very bad shape. So hopefully they both die because I need the healing.
Yeah, so
yeah, it's a
they go to
cauterizing
attack
flame.
and they wither. Yeah, how much damage will it do if they? Is it just attacking you or actually hitting you?
Hitting me.
Okay.
If they hit me, they essentially activate my shield.
Okay, and I guess that wouldn't be per attack round. That'd be per hit.
Yeah, it'd be per hit.
Per
It
hit,
says the
yeah.
flame provides you with a warm shield or a chilled shield as you choose. The warm shield grants you resistance to cold. The chill grants you resistance to fire. In addition, whenever a creature within 5 feet of you hits you with a melee attack, the shield erupts with flame.
Nice.
The attacker takes 2d8 fire damage.
Just
Well,
looking
plus a
at
D8 because
plus
it's a fire
a D8
thing.
because
the
it's fire.
visual of that.
That's crazy.
That's
How-
wild.
So Jacob, is it my turn?
Yes.
So taking just a kind of cursory look around there, how bad would you say that Jacob thinks you look at this moment?
I
Wor-
look pretty
worth-
bad.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
I am out of 87. I look bad. 87 out 51 hit points out of 87.
Oh, that's not bad. You're still well above half. I thought
I'm not sure if I'd say well, but
That's only
yeah,
3 hits. I've
above
only
half.
taken 3 hits.
I know, but
well,
yeah.
yeah, fair point.
Okay, no.
I still have a bonus action I haven't used.
Okay.
Um,
Still using it now?
yes, I do indeed.
Well, by all means, use your bonus action.
Yeah, because turn order doesn't actually matter when we get down to the crunch. I'm going to use healing light. Steal your d6s.
D6s. That's an odd request.
Yeah. Can I steal 2 of your d6s?
Wow, that's a lot of D6s.
Yes, it is.
Healing light.
Yeah.
Well,
So.
I'm ready to hear like how many people it's going to affect.
Oh no, it's just.
Just Zelen.
Zelen.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I can restore up to 4d6 and then an additional d6 from the blessing
Mhm.
um,
From the throne
to
of
a
Indar.
creature within 60 feet of me.
There you go. Ooh, my dice behaved.
Yeah.
As did
Damn, no
mine.
kidding.
That's true.
That's 20 hit points back, Zelen.
Thanks, Boris.
That's
So
awesome.
I will not do what I was going to do, which was, disengaging and go over there. I will utilize the flanking that I've been given
Nice tactics.
and going ahead and shooting the guy again. Just firing because I have plenty of these keen arrows.
The look on his face for a moment, like through the grill in his visor, he thought for a second you were going to back away, and he was like, ha ha ha. And then he hears,
yeah,
Oh.
I've got plenty of these arrows. I have like 36 of them, so
Here
I've
it
got
comes.
plenty of them. It might still hit. Let's see. How's
Well,
a?
you've got advantage.
Well, I'm still firing in melee. So I'm still,
yeah.
It's equaling out, which is
Even
why I
back
kind of
out,
needed that. 17. I'm guessing that's a miss.
That is by 1.
Yep. All right. And then a 19.
It definitely hit.
So Colossus Slayer, Hunter's Mark,
And is this the
sneak attack.
is the
because-
other foe hitting you or the first one? Is it the other one?
The other one, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, whichever one looks like he's
The one who sueds on, which I guess is that one.
Right.
yeah, that guy. So I'm rolling, sneak attack, Hunter's Mark, Colossus Slayer, regular bow damage. All right. 4. Okay, it's 10, 6, 19, 27 points of damage.
Carry the 2, multiply by 27. Great hit.
Multiply
man.
by 27. I'll do
So
that.
that
Could
was
you
the,
imagine
that was the guy
a
you had
damage
not
multiplier?
hit yet, and so he just took like half hit point, just boom, like all in one shot.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so that's him. Let's see, that's a 5, and that is
I'm not used to missing, so I'm like, wait, did I fire twice? Yeah, I did. I did.
that doesn't happen all that often.
Yeah, we're off by 1, so I think that guy just has like a new vent in his visor.
Humming.
It's like,
like it peeled the wood off of both sides of it, and it's like an inch from his eye. Like, can you make like a bonus attack just to punch the arrow?
Popped a zit on his nose.
Right. Gave him an ear piercing or a nose piercing he didn't have before. All right, so let me just roll the attacks
It
against.
would be hard to give him a nose piercing he already had.
That's true.
I'm not immune to fire. I'm wrong. Unless
Oh.
I make it a cold shield, and I don't want it to be a cold shield. I want it to be a fired shield.
You
What-
like the fire
Didn't
stuff
you say
best.
either way it does fire damage whoever hits you?
You're resistant to fire and to cold now, which actually is a solid spread.
Want some poison damage just to like level things out?
Okay,
I think
so
we can all do that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I'm concentrating on protection from critter. So
Oh no, I wasn't saying protecting her from poison. I was gonna shoot her with a poison arrow.
Oh,
I can't help you guys. I have no buffs.
you've got all of your spells.
Yeah, all of my spells are like Alarm and Hunter's Mark and Cure Wounds. Dark Vision, but that's not exactly a buff that we need. Is it gonna get pitch black out here during this fight?
probably not.
Yeah.
But well,
My one buff is Hunter's Mark. That's like the one spell that I actually do have because I get very few spell slots and very few spells just as a ranger.
yeah. All right, so then back up to the top of the round.
Protection from poison is on the ranger spell list.
Yeah, and I didn't take it because
Why
you
not?
guys crap talked me for not having Dark Vision.
Well, we did that because you were complaining about not having dark vision.
Yeah, and
All right, so top of the round, those knights are now
That's not what
attacking
yes and
Zelen.
means.
So every hit, they take damage. And how many dice was that? I know she's very, very smug in getting
3d8.
inside. Is 3d8.
3d8.
All right, so his first attack on you is a miss.
aw,
And his second attack on you is a 5. So that's a 16. What's your armor class?
16.
He hits you.
good. Now roll it. Do it. How many times per turn can you do that, or is it just every time you get hit? Wow. And a 5, 6, 7, 8.
So how much damage?
21.
Ooh.
Yeah, 20. I threw my voice. 21 points of damage with no save.
I was ready for
How
you.
much damage did I take?
11.
Ooh, that's a deficit. You shouldn't do that again.
Yeah, that was well, he might think twice about it. Now the other one's attack.
How many times can you do that per? Does it have a restriction?
Every
for
attack.
Every attack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Every
he-
hit.
Can I
Every
keep
fit,
this?
yeah.
Can I keep this, or do I have to
You gotta
re-roll
roll
it?
it again.
roll it, yeah. He rolls.
I
a,
think you should keep it.
he rolls.
Just
a,
roll better this time.
He rolls a 15 and misses you, and his second attack rolls an 11 and misses you.
Oh,
So they're making a nice
smart.
show of it, but they're not actually attacking.
Apparently, they're getting the idea they don't want to hit quite as
Well,
hard.
Kevin got turned into fried chicken when he did that.
Yeah,
so-
right, so that was not good.
How much damage did the one hit do?
11.
11.
Oh, you only got that one hit.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's it. All of them.
Because they're flinching. Can I do 2 for flinching?
The first guy's
Only if
attacks-
I can do punch buggy, no punch back.
Jacob, the first one's attacks on you both miss. The second one, he rolls a 16 natural, which makes it a 21. And then his second attack on you is a 19 natural.
Which makes it a.
Big enough.
Is it a 24?
Makes it a.
Oh. Yeah, it was 19. Yeah, it's a 24.
Yeah, but now your armor class is a 28.
Yeah, right. If he gets a third attack, yeah.
So both hit
Does it
you.
work that way?
First damage 3.
Actually, I don't think it's a-
6.
Just subsequent attacks. Yeah, just the single +4.
and then 10, 14, 15, 17, 17 points total from both of their sword attacks. They're both of his sword attacks.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
There was a dishonor on your house in there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
All right, and then attacking Boris.
Okay. Foolish.
Rolls a 16 modified,
Denied.
and rolls a 17 modified. So
I love doing
both of
that.
his attacks
Yeah, right.
miss, and the next one, same number, rolls a 17, and then even smaller, an 11. So all attacks on you missed.
I'm good at the psychological warfare thing.
Yeah, right?
You and Zelen both right now.
Did you take off your armor? Is he charmed?
I don't think he'd be attacking me if he was charmed.
This is true.
Now,
So-
attacks on the veterans are rolling. Go ahead and talk.
Am I allowed to not totally completely follow the rules? Because it said in
When have we ever?
it said in the druid circle thing that my fire spirits is my initiative takes its action after mine, but I would rather she take her action first, because then if she can kill these two guys, then I don't have to use a spell.
In the rules as written for the game, you can also like delay your action to go whenever in a niche. So she would technically the first round have gone after you, but then you can just delay for a split second to go after her, and it just stays that way for the remainder of the battle.
And we've played up that technicality before, so
Yeah,
last
that's cool.
episode. Yeah, you're fine.
All right, so the
If
I was
Usud
just-
can operate simultaneously on and off my init, then no,
Yeah, right.
you can change the order of the things that
I was
happen
just-
on your init.
because Usud
proving
split his
how I'm learning the rules.
because Usud split his initiative to move before Boris's turn and then to move after Boris's turn. So yeah, you can
Well, that's a splitting move.
split and move action, but you said like because it all happens at the same time. So long as he doesn't catch us doing it, we can do whatever we want.
That's perfect.
I think he catches.
Okay,
us
Red
doing a
Hawks
lot,
are all
but he just
done?
doesn't care.
and we're I think back to everybody go.
Maybe Boris?
Yeah. If you wait, did you just go?
Did I just go out of order?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you did.
I did,
The
I
Knights
did.
and the Red Hawks.
Yeah.
Wow, what even is
Well, see,
initiative?
I went and the Red Hawks went last, and then the Knights go first. No, yeah, I think we're still in order because then you go next.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go
Because
next.
the
the Red
Knights had
Hawks
all-
are last, and then the Knights are first.
Yeah, the next all they're attacking, so we're at Boris.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
I think he flipped them around because
Oh,
it
I
should have
gotcha.
been Red Hawks then Knights.
Oh, when I
Oh.
said Red Hawks, I meant attacks on the Red Hawks.
Oh, they were
I
taking
was wanting
damage.
attacks. The Knights attacking
Did you
the Red
do?
Hawks.
Did you do the Red Hawks attacks at the end of the last round?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got this. All right, but it's Boris now.
I'm high on whatever substance is legal at the time of listening.
Apparently, it is Gosling's Diet Ginger Beer.
Shout out. We love the
Shout
stuff.
Honestly, yeah,
It is very tasty.
It
stuff.
is.
Yeah, and,
If you like super strong ginger ale.
and keto
And sugar free, right?
Oh yeah.
and aspartame free for all those weirdos.
Yeah, well, that'd be you.
I'm confident I'm not the only one.
You are not the only one.
First attack.
Oh, you need D8s, don't
That's
you?
another 17. Okay.
All right, you're on some kind of
Point
weird
taken. Can I roll some crits, please?
17's my
No.
new number. Thank you.
I'm saving my second level spell slots for.
The big boy.
I'm assuming there's going to be a big fight after this, but this is feeling kind of big fightish.
Yeah, it is feeling more big fightish than.
So yeah, that's a 29 versus armor class for the first one.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Okay, that wasn't a 17, not the direction I'd prefer. 23 versus armor class.
Both hit.
Nice. First attack does 14 points of damage.
Kills him.
Nice. And second attack.
You have a foe that's on a Red Hawk within your range. Do you put that second attack on him instead? Because that first hit.
Usud should be grabbing the
Yeah, I thought you
one
had
or
two.
both of them by the head.
Did you have?
So-
Did you have two guys on you, or did you already kill?
He already killed the one.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
that
second.
11's still better. Oh yeah, yeah. So I've killed both of the ones that were
Yeah, you
attacking?
killed both
Ah,
ones.
Yeah, then I'll splatter a
More efficient than I
another
remember.
hostile. For 15.
Taken.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's looking.
And Usud's gonna pop back over to whomstever Jacob is fighting.
Oomst.
Okay, yeah, so both of Jacob's foes are looking really, really bad, and we're
Yay.
on Zelen.
Yep.
So my fire spirit is gonna blow fire at him.
Okay.
Force. 8 points of damage.
And
12?
we gotta
12?
save.
12?
Oh, sorry, 12 points of damage.
Fails a save and fails a save.
Very nice.
One dies.
Okay.
Nice.
The other one is still combative.
So on the other one, I wonder if I could just hit him with my shillelagh and save all my spells.
Well, that's going old school.
How,
Been a while.
how bad does he look?
He's got a face only a mother could love.
You would think that he's weak enough. He's probably below like half his ability, but he still could. He could suffer some hits.
All right, I'm going to cast Burning Hands on him.
Nice.
And I get a dex save on that too, isn't it?
You do.
Still 17 because that always stays the same.
Wait, and is that an area of effect? Can it catch other people in it too? Could you reread the thing?
Not if I do it properly.
Not if I don't want
Of
to.
course, is what I will do.
You might be able to
It
catch
can
more.
if you can catch hostiles. It can't if you
Yeah.
can catch allies.
So we'll say you
It's a
rotate things vertically.
15-foot cone.
We'll just assume you can maneuver it. You're getting just this person and not trying to catch anybody else.
I wonder why. Oh, I don't know.
I've already failed my save. Oh, you rolled a lot of dice.
Yeah, 8, 10, 9, 20 points of damage.
And he dies.
Very nice.
Very nice.
All right, that's but you still have.
That was that.
Oh, yeah, that was your
It
action,
went. Yeah, that was your burning
so now
hands.
I'm
Yeah.
done. Mhm.
Yeah. So, and again, on that corner of the battle, kind of the crackling, different kinds of fires, colors, and hues. And what we're not saying is that these guys aren't like, oh, there's goof. It's like,
Yeah, and it
They-
smells like burning hair and meat.
yeah, it's like the worst pork chops you've ever had.
You're deeply scary people.
Yeah, really. We're the good guys. Be at ease. Nice catch. All
I just threw my dice. I was excited.
right, Jacob, you're up.
All right, here we go. Throwing
many
my dice on
hostiles were
purpose.
Let's see. 4 have been killed.
Just throw it off the table. Okay.
All hostiles have been wounded, some severely.
25 for whoever wants to be killed first.
Definitely hits.
All right, and then below hit point maximum Colossus Slayer. Can I get a D6? Hunter's Mark. Thank you. Ooh, okay. Okay. Ooh, 5, 10, 15, 22, 30.
Oh, yeah, dead.
The other guy is taking. Is the other guy still within melee range of me? Or
Yes.
Okay. 26 to hit him.
Hit.
And then, can I use my bonus action between my shots to, or do you have to do, yeah, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to, right? So
you're able to break up shots.
bonus action to switch over my Hunter's Mark to him.
Yeah.
No, only once per turn on that, and Colossus Layer is also only once, so significantly fewer dice on that one. Boo. 11 points of damage.
Well, he had significantly fewer points. He had 9.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So
nice.
well done.
I rolled a 1 and a 2 on my damage dice.
Wow.
And, well, apparently you could have rolled a 1 and a 1 and still killed the
Yeah,
guy.
right?
Yeah, so well done you. So all the foes on the 3 of you are done, and all the foes are still combative against the Red Hawks, but they are all significantly knocked down. The Red Hawks have been doing fairly well against these guys. And it's the Red Hawks' attacks on them. Let me.
Now the Red Hawks have it.
Let's see how they do.
We just like start sitting around in circles and placing bets.
That's a big hit, and that's a miss.
I got 2 gold pieces on Jameson. I don't know.
I'm not much one for baseball.
Yeah, right. What? Do we know the names of these guys? Should we make up names while they're fighting
You
and
certainly
attacking?
could. I don't have names.
Red Hawks 1 through 6.
There's 6 of them?
Yeah.
Well, Red Hawks 1 through 5 and Timothy.
For when we need a new Timmy.
Exactly. Timmy.
All right, well, he does that. Can I absorb the flames to heal myself?
It's
need
still
to
combat rounds.
You need
Oh.
to move on your turn.
Oh.
I know it. It feels like
There's maybe
maybe
dead air, but it's actually stuff happening.
there is a massive battle waging in Matt's head.
Well, and there's a massive battle waging outside.
Yeah,
too.
there's a huge battle waving outside.
What does it sound? Oh no, I can't really ask you for narrative stuff. You're already doing one thing.
It's a din.
Yeah,
a din of
yelling,
metal clashing on
screaming,
metal
stuff
and
breaking.
voices. Yeah.
cutting.
With the occasional, like the you guys have recognized as being various fire things being cast. Sounds like those priests that were in the last battle. They were casting flamey things periodically. Oh, and one of the Red Hawks drops his foe.
Very
Good
nice.
for him.
And 9, 10, 11, another Red Hawk drops his foe. So there are 1, 2, 3. There are 4 combatants left in this top of the round. Knights on Again, Matt's guys are fighting Matt's guys. You guys can just watch for a moment, and that's a hit.
Just look at that technique, that style, that flair, the way that he rolls his dice and also raises his hand like a good 2.5 feet above the table. Like
Kinda
every single roll is just
Zeus-like, right?
as important as the last.
Throwing down lightning bolts.
Well, it's getting a funny shoulder workout in. You're gonna have one bizarrely well-defined. Which one's the shoulder muscle?
the shoulder muscle.
It's
that
connected to the back muscle of the back. Trap? It's the trap.
Trapezoid.
Oh, okay.
All right, so those guys are done.
That's a shape.
All of the Red Hawks are still alive and
it's the shape
combative,
of that muscle.
and we're now at Boris.
Okay. Is there a living hostile in my proximity?
Yeah, you just hit him last round.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him again this round.
Okay.
He's got a hostile
Yeah.
or an ally.
I gesture it. Yeah. So pulled that one back from the brink.
You did.
I'm still flanking this guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So first attack is
With the suit, yeah.
I thought I was flanking him with a red hawk because I killed the one
because he was
that
still
were on me.
attacking.
Oh, good point. Yeah, there's a Red Hawk on
Double
this guy.
flanking. Go ahead and roll triple advantage.
Yeah. Right. See if I get the 30 versus armor class.
That was your roll.
That's
30?
my first attack. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely hit. Yeah.
If he said miss,
And then 25 for the second one.
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay. 17 points of damage for the first hit. 12 for the second.
He's destroyed.
Nice.
Down to 3 foes. Zelen.
So
you don't have to leave one for me. It's fine.
yeah, can the fire spirit hit?
For one of the most
Without hitting our
dangerous
guys?
people in the party, you're bizarrely passive aggressive.
No, because I just know that she does more. I can really wreck one guy's day.
Yeah, you could
She
catch
can wreck a lot of
you
people's
could
day
catch
at
one
once.
without hitting one of your own guys.
Okay. So the fire spirit is gonna do that.
An area of effect arrow. That's something to look into.
Wow. Called a ballista.
So 16 points
archer,
of damage.
Fireball arrow.
Destroyed.
Or at least in.
Sorry,
previous
didn't leave it for you.
There's
Well,
still
there's just 2 other guys.
still 2 foes left.
Oh.
All right.
Well, then I should probably do something. So I am going to do. Are they? How far away are they from me?
They are 15 feet away.
Zelen casts bonk with stick.
I'm going to do burning hands. I'm going to cast burning hands the same aiming it the same way, so I don't catch our people.
So you're very explicitly setting people's heads on fire.
That's what they get for being tall. Ooh. Wow.
18 points of damage.
18. Wow. Yeah. Taken.
Taken. Oh. Yeah.
At around that time, there is a roar that goes up, and by the yelling that comes out of that, Boris, definitely, you would note that you believe that the forces on the east side have crashed through and are now going into the town.
Nice. Those are our guys, right?
The kinds of yells that are going up, you know that it's your guys supporting your guys, the way that knights support each other, and they're yelling themselves forward too. Yeah, so that's happening. The closest den is on the north side of the town, would still be the Arkland forces hitting their defensive forces that are right there. Things seem not quiet, but like there's still a harrying force taking place, the distraction force that was on the south side of the town. All right, so that was Zelen Jacob.
Let's see if I can clean up. I'll start with, there's no one near me, so I'm just firing into their combat, so I'm not at disadvantage, but I'm not at advantage for any reason.
Okay.
So
your foes have hostiles adjacent to them.
I get sneak attack for that, but I don't think I get advantage because of it.
No, yeah.
So I'm just firing normally, just like I have been the entire time, still with the keen arrows, because I'm waiting for it to happen. How's a 20 to hit?
Definitely hits.
All right, cool. They are below their hit point maximum. I won't bother moving Hunter's Mark unless I don't kill him. And then I do get my sneak attack, though, because hostile in the area.
Yes.
How's numbers? 22 points of damage.
He has 22.
Oh my gosh, that's
He has
perfect.
22 hit points.
You don't-
So we call that perfect.
Yeah, that's the other kind of keen.
Yeah, right.
Let's do surgical math on the other guy. Now I will use my Hunter's Mark since I don't get any of my bonus damages over there. So I'll move it over to him, roll to hit with a, it was a 19, and then boop, over to a 9. Still a 22.
Still hit, yeah.
But yeah,
His
so-
armor class is an 18, yeah, still is. When I saw it go to a 2, I'm like, haha, oh, no, wait, no, it's Jacob.
14 points of damage.
And this was the one that Zelen just hit a moment ago and took down to 2.
Oh, good.
So he is gone. All foes have been destroyed. It's quiet right here. Notably, there's been no shots coming from above.
Yeah.
It seems like if this is the case, then it must be that he emptied his garrison to support everything else and just left these guys right here for a fairly obvious reason.
Well, I'm glad we weren't getting shot at the whole time. Sergeant, you know your orders. And then kind of nodding the head.
Yeah.
Trust him.
I'm going to walk through the flames as we're going.
Yeah.
All right, so you're keeping that running. Everyone stays a little bit away from Zelen as she goes.
Actually, yeah, since we have nice. Since we have a little bit of downtime, how many flames got created? Or you can only create up to 3, right? But you can only use a certain number.
Yeah, 5.
I can use 4.
4.
Okay, yeah. I'll take one if you don't mind, just since we're here as we're moving through to take the healing since it's available.
And
Yeah.
that works on anybody, doesn't it? Not just you, Zelen?
Yeah.
Did you add a D8 for your throne blessing?
No.
Yeah. Any kind of a healing spell.
That's a D10.
Oh,
Is
it is
it-
a D10.
Is it? Is it?
Oh.
Does the throne add a D8 or a D?
Throne adds one of the
Die
one-
rolled. Oh, yeah. No, you do you, honey boo boo. I was very
Did you
incorrect.
just call me honey boo boo?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's 2D10, I'm pretty sure.
3D10.
Yeah, so
Very
it's
nice.
3D10 plus my 3D10 plus my wisdom modifier, which
Yeah.
is 5.
One more D10. All right. There you go. Hey,
Does this count as healing magic for...
the purposes of the thing.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't say no.
For the throne?
No. The other thing. The wildfire thing.
Oh, it says can
That
heal.
it is from the wildfire.
No. There's cauterizing flames and then there's enhanced bond. Enhanced bond at 6th level, bond improves. When you cast a spell that deals fire damage or restores hit points while your wildfire spirit is summoned, roll a d8, add that much.
Oh, you're wondering if she gets another D8 because of the
then
casting
Cauterizing
of healing.
Flames is 2d10 plus wisdom
Oh, okay.
modifier on its own.
But since she's not casting it, since it was a wildfire spirit
But
thing.
it is a reaction.
Huh?
It
is her magic and a reaction.
I would think that it wouldn't, because you only get it when you have the wildfire spirit up.
And?
You only get all this stuff whenever you have a wild spirit. He's just wondering if using this counts as a spell action, which would give you the extra D8 for the wildfire spirit being there.
Yeah, the Throne of Endara gives a third d10. I'm seeing if it gets an additional d8 from enhanced bond. Because it is her magic.
This is actually a 5e ruling kind of question.
Yeah,
not like
it really is.
How did we homebrew
not
this?
my game, yeah.
Do you want to make that call? Because I doubt we're going to find a lot of forum posts that get right to the point.
I doubt. I've always been one to maximize power because I want to throw things at you guys. So I'm all for maximize. I mean, you think about the very nature of you sleep overnight and all your things are healed. The game's geared toward maximizing power.
Hey, that's fantastic. Can I get one of those? Because
Yeah.
one really good placed cauterizing flame could take me back up to max.
Yep.
Go ahead and-
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, it took me almost back up to max.
Can you do it for me? The 3d10 and a d8?
I roll.
Yeah, because it's your flame. Yeah.
Could I also get in on this action?
I'll have what he's having. Wow.
Yeah.
What is that? So
So that's 18 plus 3 is 21 plus 5 is 28.
ooh, man. I am good enough to call it good.
And not for Boris.
Yeah, I'm at 99 of 104. I'm good.
That's 7 and 3 is 10. 18 again. Plus 5 is
24.
23.
18. Oh, 18, not
23.
19.
Yeah,
18,
23.
23.
I am back up to max.
Nice. There you go.
Any of those flames left for
I
any
am
of the
back
Red
up
Hawks?
to max precisely.
How many can you use? You said you can use 6
Nice.
of them?
Talk about a different kind of
4.
surgery. Like the way Jacob did that
Yeah,
damage,
right.
and the guy had 22 hit points, and boom, he did 22.
There's one left unless you needed to use it for yourself because you got pretty...
Well, I can only do it 4 times.
I know, so you can only do one more. If
Yeah.
you needed it, then I would say use you other than the
No,
NPC.
I'm just saying let's hold on to it because
Well, it has to stay here. I don't think you can move it, can you?
I know, but
we're
we're
gonna fight
we're
other
about to
things
fight
other
something
places.
else.
Oh. I didn't realize they were
I
coming
mean,
to us. I
not
thought
to
we
be
were going to
selfish
them.
with the Red Hawks, but you know,
No, get out of here. Go save your Baroness.
just see what the Baroness can do for you.
Yeah, my healing's a lot slower. Though actually, that's your reaction. So this was over the course of 3 rounds anyway. So I can give...
Oh, look at this. 11 billion. Yeah, no, I think we're all up to max.
Yeah.
I am
I can give...
I'm definitely neutral. I'm like they're Red Hawks. Can't somebody else go heal them?
Wow.
10 apiece to 3 of the worst.
Okay.
10 apiece to 3 of the worst. That sounds like it almost could be a Cheers, like a Like a
toast.
a toast. Yeah.
Yes, it could be a cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. A toast. 10 apiece. 10 apiece. The 3 are the worst. I don't know why. It has. I don't know.
A good rhythm.
It has a good rhythm to it. Yeah.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Here.
All right. So from this point, they move in one direction from the courtyard, and they go up into one of the adjoining stairs that go to the balconies from this courtyarded area, and then through those main doors, and then the rest of you are heading up in a different direction
into main central chambers, trying to find Roderick.
Right, wherever that is. And again, as you go up through it, I mean, you guys know the castle really, really well. That you know these areas, and again, there are so many points. It would be great points for crossbowmen, for spellcasters to do that sort of thing. Use guys.
You
might as well just skip to the end and go yins.
That's right.
Ye's all.
Yins win.
Yay.
You get to the first
And
landing.
there was much rejoicing.
It looks right down into the main gallery area. And when you get there, you hear a number of things at the same time. One, in the staircase that's in front of you that goes up to the next major portion, there is a number of shod feet clattering down that as though there's a defensive force that's approaching you. But then from the stairs that go up on this side, they're going in an adjacent portion to go up to one of the other floors, someone screams. And with that scream, you hear what sounds like lightning being cast, like stone.
Masculine voice, feminine voice?
Masculine voice, but so high-pitched. I mean, you've heard that kind of thing when somebody takes a crazy kind of extreme damage.
We probably just heard it with these guys. Do we run towards the scream or do we run towards the shod feet?
Different. It'd be like if someone's bit by a shark. That kind of not just taking damage. That there's it's terrified.
That's
terrified
a very Boris way of describing it, because that's definitely northern coast, not
the rest of them.
So does Boris turn to us and say, "Someone just got bit by a shark"?
There's sharks upstairs.
Land
And you're
shark.
like, what's a shark?
Must be.
Is it like a cement mixer?
Must be a bullet. But yeah, they're coming from not exactly in front of you and behind you, but the ones coming from above, the staircase is coming up, and one's across this portion of the gallery platform. And then within that next moment, there are what look like these knights, but you tell in the next moment that is baronial armor. But there's 4 of them. It looks like they're all would have been doubles, armored doubles, decoys, right? For the Duke himself, or the Baron himself. And
so they're mine.
You guys hear from me. And they're moving to engage right now. We'll be rolling nits in just a second. But there's also this that happened. It's behind you, but to one side, toward the left hand side where that other staircase goes up. And you guys decide which direction you're going in and what's happening with that. It was definitely, from the way the Red Hawks went, and it's after the fact, but they would have communicated that that the Baroness, Genevieve Cutler, was getting herself to a secured location, and these guys seemed to know where it was, and it wasn't into the main portion of the rest of the castle.
Yeah, good on them. We don't need to know, because if we're captured, we can't tell if we don't know.
But it wasn't Genevieve Cutler that was.
My bet of the singular scream is it was Roderick, that he's failed and they're punishing him. So do we go after that?
I don't want to fight on stairs with hostiles before and behind. I'd rather be on a platform where we can retreat.
Too bad we can't just pop out of any potted plant.
All right, so we fighting these guys right here, right now?
Yeah, we're holding a line here and going from there.
Let's roll nits.
Cool. And the what's it called, dudes? The Red Hawks did bugger off, right?
They're definitely somewhere else. Yeah.
I ask because there was a lot of just them doing things last time.
Yeah, right. 11.
13.
Me too.
Hey.
Who has the higher dex?
Me.
Him.
Okay.
By a pretty margin.
Jacob.
Yes,
Dylan.
a pretty margin.
A very pretty margin.
Boris,
good
are you
margin.
rolling a separate for Usud? Or are you keeping
I'm
Usud
keeping
on
him
yours?
on me.
Okay, got it.
Usud on me. All right.
These guys on their knit, which is 20. This is the best I've knitted for somebody, like a 19 for the guys downstairs and a 20
Well,
for
the
these
highest
guys
is
right
a
here.
13.
And if
Now
he
you're
has
just showing off.
If he has to roll well in one respect, I'm glad it's a knit and
My
not his
guys
attacks.
get to go first, right? And
Which means it gets at least one attack off.
and they are spending the first port. Well, they're doing their move and then they're attacking, and it looks like they're splitting off 1 for each of you and 2 for Jacob.
Hey.
I still have my fire shield up. It goes for an
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that spell.
Are they
That
still
is
moving to
so
engage, or are
cool.
they?
Yeah, they've used their move action, and now they're attacking.
Oh, well, poo.
All right, so against
I was thinking that they were far enough away that they had a dumb move to get here for some reason.
Zelen first, a miss and a miss.
They've
for
already
that
heard the
one.
reputation.
They already know. Against Jacob, a miss and a what's your armor class again?
20.
16. And a miss.
I'm offended you thought that was close.
Yeah, I should be. And I must switch out of this die now because everything missed him. So apparently these duplicates are really bad. And then the one on Boris rolls
Roderick's
a...
armor is heavy, overdone, and limiting their fighting
That
ability.
must be it. Yeah, it's way stylized. A 19, that's also a miss. And a 21.
Ooh, one
So one of these guys finally
hit out of 8.
hit. 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage.
Okay, so 7, thanks to Heavy Armor Master.
All right, yeah. Oh, very nice. Yeah.
I actually remembered that on time this time.
All right, and then Jacob.
Cool. Wait, can you describe to me like the way that are we just like in a line, the three of us in there, and there's just 4 guys directly in front of us, or?
Yes, and then off to your right-hand side is the gallery. So there's about a 3-foot like balustrade that's made out of stone that has spaces in it, but right over the top, columns about every 8 feet that would drop off down below.
So
Okay.
fulcrum.
Yeah.
We call it the pivot point.
I'm.
And then a wall to your left, stairs behind
Okay.
you, a little bit to the left, and then stairs.
How much space is there behind them?
There is,
Is there space?
almost 20 feet to the
Okay.
stairs. Almost
I'm
20 feet
going
the
to
stairs.
use my bonus action to disengage, to step back, to not provoke, and then move around to flank on the other side of them, but still at a distance to where I can now fire my bow into their backs and not have to fire a disadvantage.
But
Because
wait
of
a
melee.
minute. If you move there, I need range of attack. So don't move into my range of attack.
Well, I mean, so I guess I'll favor to be on Zelen's side. So that way she's shooting diagonally. It'll be going kind of across where, like if I'm standing here, she's standing there, and she's firing that way.
Okay,
kind
I
of
can
in
picture
between
that.
us.
I so want your maneuver to provoke opportunity attacks.
Don't you?
I really,
Don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I really, really do.
So,
all right, so you're maneuvered, and I guess they're like, huh?
Yeah.
And
my hope is that they will either drop this round or decide that, wait, we want to kill that guy, and they leave Zelen or leave them, because I'm going to fire the one of the ones that was on me that was closer to Zelen, and the one that's on Zelen.
Okay, understood.
Starting with Zelen's first. Natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
And that was one of the tooth arrows, right?
I've been using the
That was one of the tooth arrows,
yes,
right?
I've been using those arrows. Where even? Oh, it's on this page.
Yeah, you
There we
even
go.
said you had so many of them, you're just using them nonstop.
Yeah, so 1. Is he below his hit point maximum?
No,
for
these
any
guys
reason?
are all.
right.
Oh,
Can I
armor
use...
looks very shiny. Yeah.
Okay. And then an extra. I do get that D6. Oh, I need another D6. Can I borrow that for reasons? And then D8 for regular bow damage. Wow. 16, 24 points of damage.
But it's a crit.
Oh. Yeah.
So roll the base dice
roll-
again.
Oh, no, roll all the
I
damage
roll all those
again.
dice again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what was that? That was 16, and now 18. 16, 18 is 34. Right? Yeah,
Yes.
34
Yeah.
plus 8 is 42 points of damage.
Wow.
Nice.
arrow. Very nice arrow.
And the other guy, come on, 19 or 20. Oh,
What'd you roll?
look what's right there. It was
Oh,
close to just
one
two.
facet
man.
away. So you rolled a 14 natural.
27
It definitely hits.
is okay. So the other guy, is he for whatever reason below his hit point max?
No, he's not.
So
He took
H-
psychic damage and sympathy with his comrade.
he just takes 11 points of damage.
Just 11.
Just 11. A measly 11.
So as
Just
they're,
almost 3 times a commoner's hit points.
in a moment, as they're talking to each other, the one says, "That guy doesn't hurt at all," and the other guy's like,
And then just as a free action, I speak and I call them like, "Yeah, come on, fight me, you cowards!"
as you move like in that flanking maneuver.
Exactly.
Then next would be
Zelen.
where am I? Oh, they're down here. I was going to the wrong one from the last one. Zelen, yes.
So my wildfire is going to blow flames
Oh
at
yeah, they're still here.
them.
Oh, I wonder, would one of them? It doesn't matter now.
And do 10,
Wow.
22 points of damage.
That was 3
or-
sixes
they
on
have,
3d6.
They have a dexterity save.
Okay, let me roll that. Fails it. And that was the foe that was originally on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you did what, 20 what?
22.
Yeah, he's dead. That's the guy.
Nice.
That's the guy that took the massive arrow. Like he had one, like it must have nicked his aorta, and he's like, I might survive this.
Cauterizing an aorta apparently doesn't work.
Yeah, really.
Well, cauterizing an aorta by burning away all the flesh around it
Yeah.
doesn't work.
I am so getting my medical license revoked.
Doesn't sound like the best thing to do.
You had a license?
To kill.
All right.
And then I'm going to do. I can still do. How close are they to me?
It's presumably right in front of you. They're in melee.
Well, the one that, yeah. So one is
yeah.
adjacent to you. One's just like right over here. So the one that was right in front of you is dead, and the one of the ones that was on Jacob, that's like adjacent to you. So
Within 15 feet.
8 feet away. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do Burning Hands, which is a 15-foot cone.
Maybe catching both of the guys that were
yeah,
on Jacob?
catching as many as I can, but not Jacob. And
Well, it couldn't catch Jacob the way,
Yeah,
he,
the way,
he maneuvered
position,
it.
yeah.
It wouldn't.
Yeah,
so,
but we need to say these things just in case.
yeah, just to
See,
clarify.
In
yeah.
my head, for whatever reason, I was thinking disengage acted like the 5-foot step from 3.5. But no, I just remember the write-up is none of your movement this round provokes attacks of opportunity.
Right.
Yeah,
So
no,
I'm just
it's
like, I
pretty
could have just walked through them. Like I could have just like walked past them as I was doing it. And like I could have just taken
kind
a
of a
direct route.
sachet, one hand up. Yeah.
Neener,
23
neener.
points of damage.
20. How many?
23 against a dexterity save.
Oh, okay. Let me roll that. And I
Wow.
failed the save.
We just let her pick up whatever dice she wants and just assume she knows her spells.
It tells me the thing. It tells
Hey,
me
no.
what to do.
I look over there and I see so many dice. I'm like, I'm
got both guys right.
scared.
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't.
Why ask?
Separate save. Yeah. I saw you doing minimal math, Matt. What's going on here?
Well, I only saw you roll the one save, and I'm fine for bulk saves as long as you fail them.
That's
but
the nice thing about these characters, because there's a little box that says 5d6. It tells me what to roll.
Oh, right on.
That makes life easier for me.
Okay, yeah. So two of the guys. So, both of the guys that were on Jacob originally were the two guys that caught the burning hands. No one has yet attacked the one that's on Boris.
Yeah.
Yet.
All right, and so you're done at 13? At
Yeah.
12, Boris, you hear from the adjacent stairs, like that's the condition of the stairwell you guys just came up that goes off to the left behind you a little bit. There is something coming down. And the way it's coming down, you think it might actually be breaking the stones as it's hitting. It is crushing rock as it's coming down the stone.
Okay.
And then when it goes boosh and lands, and it's still within its move, if any part of your peripheral awareness would get this, and I'm thinking it does,
Yeah.
that something that is easily like giant size, like 10, 12 feet tall, has just come down right there.
Okay.
And I need for you,
Well, I'm facing them. Do I just see what it is?
you see that there is what you would have to describe as a demonic looking monster.
Do I have to describe it that way? I prefer the adjectives cute and fluffy.
You see a cute and fluffy monster with a lot of
Demonic
like kind of like reptilian skin and fangs and like pointy parts coming off its elbows and its shoulders.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
But what's most terrifying is that as though it's melded or molded into its chest and torso, you see the face, the chest and torso of Roderick Cutler.
Why did I see that coming?
As though this thing has been like absorbed or partially absorbed into it. And Roderick himself looks like he is like writhing in pain and not wanting any part of this. And then like how these moments he just kind of goes limp and then he goes back into this weird kind of pain moment too. Like he's being tortured. And this thing is spellcasting at Boris.
Oh, boy.
Let's see. I need a saving throw. I
Plus-
need a... Oh, wait. Hang on. Hold that save. You don't need to do that.
Can I do it anyway?
Please?
I got advantage versus magic.
When a word is spoken, and if it's in some kind of a demonic, you just don't know, but it is overwhelming your brain. And I need to know, how many hit points do you have?
111.
Who wants to know?
I'm immune to being charmed.
Okay, yeah, not charmed. Since you have fewer than 150 hit points,
No.
you are stunned
Oh,
automatically.
That's the bad one, isn't it?
Wow.
it's not as
What
bad
does
as
that mean?
die.
A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can't speak, and can speak only falteringly. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Okay, so it's not the real bad one.
Let's see.
See, it wasn't power word kill, but it's taken me out of the fight.
Yeah, so you're definitely out of that. And then this thing finishes its move and is attacking you.
It's attacking Boris.
And wait,
But Boris can't do anything.
we need to not attack these things in their own areas too, because if lair actions start happening again, I'm so upset.
Is this thing a fiend?
Yes, it would
Okay.
go into that.
So nothing in stun says my concentration is broken.
Just
So technically,
technically, go ahead.
it's got since it's a fiend, it's got disadvantage on attack rolls against me. So
Canceling out the advantage it gets from
it's,
stun.
right, so it's just rolling
It's going
straight.
straight up. All right, I would agree with that.
Thank you.
All right, so yeah, it's neat too. The way this thing has multi-attack, it has, you can do these 4 attacks or these 2 and a spell, which is also very, very cool.
Oh, boy.
Then you're the bad
so-
guy.
but still
I
one-
know what this is,
but
but
still-
Boris is unable to make a check to see if he knows what it
Well,
is.
once it hits, do you still have to maintain your concentration now?
Yeah.
Okay. If it
let's
hits, I
see.
say.
And so, is Dex in a stun state? Do you have Dex in your armor class?
I don't get dex to my armor class because I'm wearing heavy armor.
Oh, there you are. So, gosh, it actually.
Well, it also automatically
it rolled
fails strength and dexterity saving throws.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not a saving throw.
it's not a saving throw. It's just a
It's
hit,
attacking me.
Oh.
With what? I'm to paint the picture.
To finish the picture, its massive arms terminate
The giant arms.
the giant arms, of this giant-sized creature in like pincers, like kind of like crab-like
Yeah.
kind of pincers.
I know what this is. Boris probably does. Boris is a little preoccupied with brain magic.
And doing this, and 15 plus 9. So what's that? A 24.
That hits.
That is a hit.
Well, you have a
And-
21 armor class with no dex?
I don't add my dex to my armor class.
Jeez.
And,
Most of my armor class comes from my dex.
and regrettably, its other attack misses.
Aww.
Oh, and I rolled low for that 5, 6, 7. Only 8 points of damage. That was disappointing.
Is it magical?
The actual damage, no, it's just listed as being bludgeoning damage. Yeah, so not
Sweet.
magical.
Even less.
Yeah. So,
You have to make a DC 10 concentration or whatever it is.
how much?
You said it was 8.
Yeah. Then
Isn't 10 the lowest?
then
or-
dropped by 3 is 5. Yeah, I'm just tracking the
Oh, I
damage
gotcha,
I'm
okay.
taking. Yeah, 10 is the lowest, and I've got a +9 con save.
Even a natural 1. Hey,
So,
get a natural 1 out the way if it
That's a
happens. Now you're
4.
good.
So yeah, damage is taken, but I haven't lost my concentration.
Which is very amazing.
Shocking.
All right, and so then
What is the thing you're concentrating
so
on?
you're stunned for
Protection from evil.
you're
Ah.
stunned from this round, and so we're at the top of the round.
Well, he didn't go
so-
yet, right?
But-
Because he went before Boris did in this round of combat, right? So it would be Boris's turn next.
So the stunned target makes a con saving throw at the end of its turn.
Yeah, but I don't think Boris
okay.
went. Did you
on-
go this
on
turn
a
yet?
successful
Yeah,
save?
no, mine it was 11.
Oh, you went. Oh,
Yeah, so then
Yeah, so what's my DC?
DC is, I think it's a 16. Let me double check that.
That'd be really nice.
DC is, yes, a spell save DC of 16.
21.
The way you're looking at it, I was like, that'd be really nice. Like, okay, I'm wondering, like, you already rolled it. You got a 16. Please say it's 16. 21. What the?
Okay, yeah, even better.
Nice.
All right,
So you were snapped out of whatever
Yeah.
thing was.
So like you didn't have any attacks that round, but you're like snap
Yeah.
yourself back out of it, and you're facing this thing.
Yeah,
So
can I make a religion check to recognize a Glabruzu?
make your religion
what?
check.
Dog-headed, pincer-armed,
Roderick chested.
punchy.
Roderick chested.
Not typically.
Yeah.
I think this is some kind of a possession-y, punishment-y thing. That's a 14 on religion.
Yes. You would know from whatever studies you've done in Arngol, probably,
Yeah.
because it'd be kind of a southern
A
this
demon
kind
of the pit.
Yeah, it'd be something that would be known around this area and not really into the north in the Corpsman and in the Confederation. But yes, you
I can
would
act like
recognize
that
it.
makes sense.
Is it wise?
Yeah, it would be probably. All right,
I
but
think she's asking saving throw wise.
that's the. But that was Boris at the bottom, and now we're
Yeah.
up to those knights up at the top. So let's get into that. So we're down to 3 of them, and the ones that are nearest here, one is still like on Boris. I should have rolled that as flanking because there was not on the one side of you and this thing attacking, and I didn't roll those. That is they were flanking. I forgot about that.
Wah.
But this one is remembering. So One of these foes is moving to engage, and it's within his move to engage Zelen, and let's roll that one first. The other two are going to be moving to engage with Boris, because Jacob went off to the other side. All right, so first one misses Zelen, and second one is a 15, which you're because it's a 16, Zelen?
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's a miss. So that foe misses, and then this one attacking Boris, flanking with that gives
Advantage.
yeah. So his first attack is 13 and 5 is 18. And then the second one, gosh, they're all just missing across the board. He had a new die altogether yet again.
Oh, and the Glabrezu wouldn't have gotten advantage because it was, it already had advantage from me being stunned, but it had a disadvantage from.
Your
No, those two would cancel out, and there's still
and
a
still
net
had one advantage.
source.
It
Yeah,
would
so
have had,
yeah,
it would have had it. Yeah. All right.
Never
so
mind.
Next round, if everybody's still in the same place.
Well, I'm not stunned
Yeah,
anymore.
that's true. All right. So their attacks did very, very poorly, and then it's Jacob at 13.
Cool. What type of arrow of slaying did I get from the dragon's horde?
That was an arrow of fiend slaying.
And you asked that question just now. This thing is a fiend.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's happening. That
All
is
right. All right. You're up. Twist it up.
right now.
Arrow. Black arrow.
I was just thinking that too, because I also just read The Hobbit recently.
I am starting with an owl-fletched arrow to hit it
Okay.
just to get advantage on the next attack.
Oh. Nice.
So hitting it with a regular owl-fletched arrow. Wow.
Natural
Nice!
20. Natural 20. All right. Do
Would
it.
that have doubled the 6d10
Yes.
Yes.
from the arrow of slaying?
Yes, it would have.
Damn it.
Well, but you'll have
You
advantage.
have twice the chance next
You
time.
have twice the
Oh
chance
my
next
God.
time. Just do
Oh
that
my
again.
God. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and do all it. Has it taken damage?
It has not.
Okay, so we'll do, you know what? I'm just going to spend some charges. I'm going to go ahead and go up to a d12 for this attack just because it's there.
It's probably the biggest thing that's in the castle right now.
Bonus action, swapping my Hunter's Mark over because it's still active from the previous ones.
Yep.
And then 2d6 for that. And roll all this twice.
He forgot the tower today.
Yeah, 10, 17, and what is that? 9, 14, 22. So that's 37, 45 points of damage.
Wow, 45
Wow.
points.
And then the
Great hit.
arrow of slaying, slowly pulling that from my quiver.
Okay, so obviously a great hit. It was, significant damage, but it doesn't look as though it would slow this thing down even noticeably.
Well, let's hope that
It's
changes.
pretty big.
Aiming center mass, dare I say, directly for Roderick's face.
Okay.
Right in the center of this thing, arrow of slaying fiends, and with advantage here.
All right, here it comes.
25.
25 is a hit.
Okay. All right. I'll spend more charges to up that to a D12 again for my damage die. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, con saving throw.
Can I get 1 D10 from you?
From me?
Oh no, I got. Okay, so Constitution saving throw, DC 17, arrow damage, Hunter's Mark damage.
I'm just rereading all of his damage resistances. Cold, fire, lightning, bludgeoning, piercing,
So this would be piercing.
From
and
No-
slashing forms from non-magical attacks.
and this would be magical.
And then poison. Okay, just double checking.
Actually, everything coming from my bow would be magical, wouldn't it? Because
Yes.
it's a
Yeah,
magical.
it,
Yeah.
has to, it has to be. Yeah, you're
well, the bow's well made. The heartstring is magical.
Oh, that's fair.
So
Yeah.
yes, it's all magic.
All
right.
right.
Let's see. I'm looking for
17.
anything else that changes his con.
Come on.
He's at +9. 18
Oh.
Okay.
makes an 18.
So here, I'll separate the.
Well, roll it all and have it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
no, he
I
only has the 6d10.
Right. Yeah.
That's okay. So that's a 10. That's a 20. That's a what is that? 5, 19. So half of. Oh wait, hold on. 10, 20, 29. Halved is 15 or 14.
15.
I think
Oh, 14.
14. Yeah.
14, yeah.
And then regular bow damage is 14 points of damage. So 28. on that. Oh, I wish I had fired it first.
Right? Oh, man.
Oh yeah, that would have been
Gave myself advantage
Devastating.
on
devastating,
purpose.
very
There you
devastating.
go.
Although he is
Oh.
those were amazing strikes. Even so, that was quite the round of damage. But he is still combative, and we are at Zelen.
So my fire spirit is going to blow fire at the soldiers.
Okay, yeah, because they're still there.
Yep, catching as many as she can
All right, let me just look to see how that
without
would,
catching our good guys.
yeah, the honestly, it'd be a lot easier right now because everything's oriented in a different direction at the moment. There's no mixed up combat. Zelen, you can catch all three. They're in a line as they've, they're positioning to engage,
And it's 12 points of damage
and they get a
against dexterity.
dex save. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they all fail. You said 13 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of them is looking really bad. One looks barely hurt, and the other one's somewhere in the middle of all of that.
And then I am going to release that spell so I can cast slow.
Huh.
And that has a
Releasing the wildfire spirit?
not
No,
the
the
wildfire
dragon
spirit,
breath.
the dragon
Oh,
breath.
okay.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And if I alter time around up to 6 creatures of my choice, so I would choose the dog thing and the soldiers. An affected creature's target speed is
Blabbers
halved.
who are dog-headed.
Yeah.
It takes -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws. Can't use reactions. On a turn, it can either take an action or a bonus action, but not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Okay. So
And how long does it last?
A concentration up to 1 minute.
Ooh.
If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20. On 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its actions on that turn to complete the spell. A creature affected by this spell...
does at will still take a full action?
Yeah, at will is an action. Yeah.
Each
Rats.
target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be affected by this spell for the duration.
That's why you asked how wise it was.
Yeah.
And as you're doing that, it reacts to your spell being cast, Zelen. And let's see, if this creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower, the spell fails and has no effect. What was the spell level of your spell?
Sounds like a 4th level thing.
3rd level.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Does it have to roll a thing, or is just it just oh
no. If it was 4th level, then we'd roll some dice. But
So it counterspelled her slow?
it counterspelled her slow.
Ooh.
So does that
Sound like cheating?
mean
Yes, it does sound
does
like
that still use the spell slot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You essentially
You got the
cast
spell
and
off.
fit.
It just said nope.
All right, so then that was your action, and then it's its action. And I think at this point, see, its best option, yeah, I think it's going to be a Dispel Magic on you, Boris, but it's also going to have
Oh,
2 attacks
boy.
in that too. We'll do the Spell Magic first. And let's see, choose 1 creature, object, magic effect, any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
Oh, man. I
And
can't even
so-
cast 3rd level spells.
I'm wondering though, like, what's the bigger threat though? Why is it singling you out, not like the fire spirit? Because that one's actually doing damage to it.
Yeah, we could go into the esoteric of that, but that might happen or it need to happen after
This
this
sounds
battle's over.
personal. It doesn't like you.
Yeah, so
Or
protect-
it's not concerned about fire.
Or
'cause it's a
Roderick has some
demon.
influence on it because Roderick's absorbed into it. And
Roderick looks like he's in agony. I'm not sure
yeah,
how far
so
down that line
your
we're gonna go.
protection is down for the time being.
oh, that's not good.
And then it is attacking you.
Oh, crap.
It can do that also.
Yes.
It casts a spell as a reaction, casts a spell on its turn, and now it's also attacking on its turn. This sounds bad.
Let's see. That's 1925. It rolls
That hits.
for its first one, and its second one. I rolled the exact same number. So 2 25s and damage. Oops, I'm rolling the wrong die. 10-sided.
Oh, no. Plural D10s.
That's 15 points of damage for the first one,
Ow.
and 19 points of damage for the second attack.
Ow.
Let's see. And if the target is 2 pincers, if the target is medium or smaller, it is grappled. And so you've been grappled by this thing, and it doesn't say when you roll that escape. I guess on your turn?
I think as an action I can.
Okay, so yeah, as an action, and I've got the escape DC here ready to go. So you've been
Okay.
grappled for the moment. Or
I think that just means I can't run away. I'm looking
it up, yeah.
Yeah, because that may or may not limit my
Yeah, and
actions.
Jacob, he can grapple two people at the same time. You
Of
he can grapple a
course
person
he
here,
can.
grapple a person here. And if he doesn't spellcast, he gets other attacks.
Of course.
What a
he can.
monster. He walks, he talks. Wow, what a monster. And he was right. Through this entire thing, his arm spasm fling around, but Roderick looks like he's in intense pain.
Okay, yeah. So my speed is 0. Yeah, the net is that my speed is 0 and I can't run away, but I wasn't inclined to run away anyway. So I will endure that particular indignity for now and see if I can cause some indignity of my own. Because it's a fiend, and I am at my very best against fiends.
All right.
First attack is...
Oh my
Natural 20!
Wow.
Okay.
You banged the table and knocked it to a 9, but I saw it.
Yeah, spending a second level spell
Here,
slot to
get-
smite.
Get some of these D8s over. Can I get 4 D8s?
It's well, I was just gonna roll things twice.
Oh yeah.
Fewer dice in my hand at one time.
All right, fine. That would have been
Putting
so
more
much
energy
more
into it.
entertaining.
Yeah. Well, my concentration is free. Bonus action to hex it and give it disadvantage on, I don't know, con or wisdom saves.
Wisdom saves, got it.
That was a high five.
For follow up spells, I guess.
You're right.
How many more third level spells do you have? Spell slots?
1.
So it is a fiend, right?
Yes.
Okay. I do actually need 2 more d8s.
There you go.
Sorry. Okay, so that's
Most dice rolled for a single attack, guaranteed.
yeah. That is, I don't know. You just rolled 6 d10s.
Yeah, but if I had done it on that crit,
Right. Okay, that's a d8 from hammer, a d6 from hex, 3d8 because of smite, a d8 smite because it's a fiend, 2d10 because it's a fiend, and I'm
roll it
using
all
a
twice.
holy avenging hammer, and I'm rolling it all twice.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh.
All right, so this is gonna take a sec.
Yeah, really.
Um,
All the math that must be done.
66 points of damage.
Love it.
Wow.
And I finally got to use the power of the hammer.
It takes significant damage. It's not destroyed.
Second attack
It takes significant damage.
is a 23 versus armor class.
And that is a hit.
Spending another second level slot to smite.
I used my one fiend thing already, so he's the best for fighting the fiends now.
right.
Is the other guy that was there still kind of with you? The whatever they were called, just the
Not
knights.
my priority.
No, I just it occurred to me, but I wasn't going to open my mouth when it actually was relevant. That he forgot to roll with advantage again against you.
I did. You're exactly right. I'm so not used to rolling it that way.
We are so used
Yeah,
to rolling with
you-
advantage.
Yeah, really. You take advantage of advantage.
47 points of damage.
Huh.
So you just did 113 points of damage in one round.
Wow.
Back to the pit, fiend.
And as that happens, and there is a roar and this flash of light, and you can see that Roderick is separating from this thing, and Roderick falls to the ground. And this thing, as it falls backwards, dead, but then just disappears.
Whoa.
Which it literally did what you just now said.
Whoa.
And then the two guys that are right there, that they're still, actually the 3 guys are still alive, but just took damage that round, they drop weapons.
Oh yeah, you better.
They're like, no, absolutely not. A quick, examination of Roderick, you can tell that he is dead. Whether it was from the arrow that went through his face, or some of the kind of the square-shaped crushing where the hammer hit him, or if it's just the nature of what has happened. But the Baron of Worland has died. All right, so then within moments,
Long live the Duke of Southland.
Send word. Roderick has fallen.
And those guys, they say, yes, my lord, as though they, like, we can see how this one, and I'm so sorry, my lord, for attacking you just a moment ago. I was trying to attack the thing behind you. You must realize it. And they go
You want
running
to
off.
immediately shoot sending to the front lines?
Yes.
A few spells off to get the fighting to stop?
Yeah, I don't actually have sending prepared, so I can't.
Oh,
All right,
Sorry.
so, but it takes a few minutes. You guys are just like staying right here, looking what's happening.
Yeah. I'd have my
But we
banner.
have flag signals and
yeah,
stuff.
I'd have my banner raised over the keep.
That'll
Right.
do it too.
So do you leave Roderick as he is? Because you know that Genevieve Cutler's showing up soon. Do you leave him as how's he
Still
still?
her son.
Or do you?
I'd move him to the baronial chambers for now.
Okay, so you lay him out.
But he's for sure dead.
Oh my
like,
gosh,
okay.
yeah, he is so
All right.
dead.
Know how hard it is to breathe through an arrow?
I'm just checking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's been dead the whole time. I think he was closer to a garment by this point.
It is kind of like that. It's and that's one of those things that actually, Zelen, while Genevieve is getting there, go ahead and do, people do religions or arcanas, as is your want or
Yes,
your
I'm
ability.
equally good at both of those.
15 on religion.
So Boris definitely.
16.
Okay, Zelen definitely, and Jacob?
Yeah.
Tell us
wait.
about religion, farm boy.
Yeah, right? You said religion or arcana?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I have a 2 on both of those. So take an 8.
Okay, so Boris and Zelen, that you gain that this is like completely unnatural. It's out of nature, and what you've started to see that there's something that these high priests do that is like even perverting kind of that negative magic, like evil stuff. It makes it even worse.
So this was foul by their own standards.
By their own standards, it really, really is.
Ugh.
And you think that he was, in essence, like an undead thing, but his own like essence, its undead nature and soul, was linked to that demon, that Gabrazu. And so when it was destroyed and fled, it ripped the soul right out of him. That
Wow.
he was then gone.
Bad
So
way to
it is like,
go.
well, you're dead and your soul goes on to the next plane of existence. No.
Yeah,
Right.
You're a wart on a demon now.
It got
bud.
sucked down there, yeah. That you ever saw this thing
Whoa.
again, he might be wearing him, like you said, like on his belt, so to speak.
Wow.
I wanted to kill him. I didn't want him to go like that.
Genevieve Cutler arrives, and she's tearing. She's crying, not just at the death of her son, but at the loss of her son. And the word comes back. The battle goes on. They don't stop easily that way. But as the word spreads
There'll
through
be
that,
street
the
to street
Baron-
fighting for a while, and us looking for Zrex.
But it is still within the hour, definitely at the outside of 2, the fighting is stopped, and it has been secured. Those who are still remaining in their hostile state that were loyal to Roderick have been subdued, either captured or slain. Some run off, but the town of Worland is yours. Genevieve Cutler, looking to all of you, says, "You truly are the Duke of Southland." And another mighty quest is finished. The foul being that the Zrex forced into Roderick has been slain, and now only one enemy remains, Sylvain Vidborg. We've heard rumors coming up from the south suggesting great deeds being done in the Corman Empire. So follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to be alerted to upcoming ideas and projects. Assist with the Worland reconstruction effort by donating to subscribestar.com/the-empires-edge. And most importantly, build the army of Southland by liking the podcast on every platform and sharing it far and wide. We're so glad that you've been enjoying the Empire's Edge Brimroar Hills. Heading into the summer of 2022, our schedules have become extremely complicated, so we're taking a few months hiatus. Enjoy the summer, we'll enjoy ours, and we'll be with you again in the fall.